please, please, please sign up. I need more pilots in Quantum. I need pilots in 7. Those 2 flights are important. I need pilots in there. Again, Salty, if you've got any strike pilots that can move around, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, Goose, could you move up to air to ground since I know you're more capable than a lot of us at air to ground?
Is that Father Goose?
But yeah, Father Goose, sorry.
Where'd you want me?
Anywhere dealing with air to ground and anti-shipping.
Can you do walleyes?
I haven't used them though.
Go to Quantum and run harpoons, JSALs, or GBUs.
Roger.
I do need more high-level attackers because that's going to be the real key. Is Hicks here?
Hicks isn't coming today.
What?
Yeah.
No, he can't make it today.
Okay, no Hicks.
Beautiful weather on the island. He's got to go hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, in England, that's a rarity. All right.
You can go to a Persian Gulf and recruit pool boy.
Hey, JD, are there 18s on Kasab? All right, I'll just launch there with you then, if that's okay with you, Webs.
Yes, but everybody goes to Rally Point. We'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. That way we're already linked up together.
Can I ask a question? What are the coordinates that are in the mission file or in the mission channel? Are those the?
Those are for the 2 ships, the 2 main targets.
Okay, Roger.
And did Kojak alt F4 for this mission?
Yeah, so he's back from his deployment, from his work trip, and now he's at home with the family. So he's doing family stuff.
Ah.
Which he was very apologetic, and I'm like, dude, you don't have to apologize to me. I know how that's like. You do family. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I was like, I saw his name signed up, and now I looked at it and it disappeared.
Yeah, and I told him, like, look, don't. It's like, dude, you don't have to apologize to me. That's a done deal.
Yeah.
There was a time when he was downrange when he was like, hey man, I got some mission stuff going on over here, and I'm like, oh, what do you mean? Like my pretend mission's not as important as your real one? No.
Yeah.
Go do the real thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak for yourself. I'm still waiting for my apology.
Yeah, okay. Why don't you hold your breath and it'll come. Copy, JD.
Our strike aircraft are working off 124 for frequency.
Correct. We'll get into that when we get to that point in the brief. Yes, we'll talk about that. But that's true. Is Moose here yet?
Nope.
No.
Do you guys want to start or wait for Moose?
Wait for him.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
let's
say
wait like 2 more minutes.
Right. Okay. Last chance for spitball questions. So real quick, Marky, that slide 11 is the slide you need to pay attention to. That is where there will be a lot of IRGC naval activity that you'll have to try to interdict. It will be tough for a single man in a single helicopter, but good luck.
Sorry, where are these slides? I always miss them because I'm stupid.
So if you look at the roster that you put your name on, you see the big Operation Spectre blue banner thingy.
Yep.
Click on that.
So while we wait, what's the difference between a prostitute and a drug dealer?
All right.
Prostitute can wash her crack and resell it.
Oh damn, that's good.
That's good. That's what we do in the army while we were waiting, or we used to. We tell jokes, so you know.
Yeah, before the PC police came.
Yeah, before the
Yeah.
PC police. Yeah.
But the worst
They're
thing is I've actually seen that happen when I was in a queue at a Burger King in
Thought to
Norway.
watch their crack.
Yeah,
You thought
there was
they wanted
a prostitute just cut in line, brought a what do you call it, like a carbonated water, went outside to shake the bottle, stuck it up to wash her out, self out, and then she
Wow.
walked away.
How should do?
Good lord.
It's fucking
A
hardcore
lovely
right there.
picture right there. Yeah.
Moose is running a few minutes behind, he says, so stand by for Moose.
Big Mac fries and a
Like
douche.
pop rocks.
That's an extra $20 because that's clean crack.
Marky, why
Yep.
have you got Zimmerman as your picture?
You mean the Facebook guy?
Yeah,
I just think he's the greatest man ever to walk the planet.
okay.
Have you not seen me?
Is that the Northern Irish guy?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I have. You about 3 foot tall, like to get into fights.
No.
And it looks a little bit lit by yeah, there.
Here, sorry guys. I just need to take off my green suit real quick. 1 sec.
Look at the hat.
He's a leprechaun. To be sure.
I am actually wearing a green hat, to be honest. But yeah.
So no Shagan, and no K, and no Hicks. This
Yeah,
is
but
great.
Apollo showed up, so he probably can launch some walleyes.
Yeah,
Apollo, can you fly? Can you fly walleyes?
Coordinates for the ships are in mission briefing.
Does anyone have? Nobody's gonna be Harrier today.
Just Mad Dogs.
Mad Dog's Harrier
Yeah, so yeah.
signed up as vacant.
I know, but I didn't get the training.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're gonna be,
his teacher was lying in bed sick the entire week.
Who's you?
I don't want to hear your excuses.
Oh, fuck off.
It's not too bad. We could probably just take him along.
Yeah,
So here's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, he's going to be supporting Mr. Markey because I've just been informed by a reliable source that the subs are there, but they are submerged, and they will pop up randomly and have to be engaged, or as you guys have told me, they'll start sinking our ships.
Can I get for my AOX stuff? Can I get a Merlin Mark II with a cruise nest on, please?
Unfortunately, I don't think that's a doable thing.
You probably don't even know what those are. These Americans.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about your poor man's AWACS because you don't have aircraft carriers that can launch E2s.
No, it's an anti-submarine warfare thingamabob. It literally goes and like dips its little radar.
Oh! You're talking about an ASW helicopter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wish DCS could do that because we could have SH-60 Bravos, Romeos, and then also your Merlins out there just like pinging away to find these guys and dropping like airdrop torpedoes on them. But unfortunately, we don't have an ASW capability of any real consequence in this game yet. I say yet in a hopeful but not very expectant manner. The Mad Dog 0AV8, you can base off of the LHAs, and then you should be able to attack the subs and the little tiny speedboats with the help of Markey and his helicopter.
Well, I'll take Mavericks for the subs. That should sink them.
Yeah, especially if they're Echoes or Golfs. Those have heavier warheads.
I'll do the laser ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're specifically designed to have heavier warhead.
Can I just say it's going to take the K-50s quite a while to get on station?
No, they're based on the amphibious strike group, so they'll be able to escort and just push north from the amphibious strike group and engage whatever's out there because their targets aren't that far away.
Also, just to note, can the 14s go in first when dealing with the TALD so we can launch first, then you guys go in and then fire everything else?
Yeah, how are we coordinating that?
So my intention for that is all strike flights, meaning Raker, Gold, Quantum, Largo, 7 will all take off, all launch, all rally up at the rally point, which Moose gave us a waypoint for that. It's waypoint 1 for just about everybody. Then, once we've rallied up and all flights are airborne, all aircraft are up, everybody's ready to go, weapons are programmed, we'll break off. The flanking attacks will break off first, drop down into their whatever they're doing, and then go in from the angles they want to go in. And then the middle attacks, and then, the next inboard ones, and then the actual center line attacks. Once the center line goes in, the F-14s will do what they do best, dump a lot of fuel into their afterburner cans, and charge towards the enemy and launch those TALDs. I'm thinking that you can put enough energy into those things that you can do that while we're trying to position ourselves and kind of get oriented, because it's going to take us a while to get onto our attack profiles.
Hey, Weps, unless I missed it, where's Largo going? I see Quantum Golden Raker.
Okay, so if you look, if you look at the briefing on slide 9, it's going to be Largo's the blue flight, the blue one. Layer 3, the high altitude. We're not going to have enough aircraft to have everything I wanted to happen. So we're going to have to condense this into a low high, not a low medium high scenario. So I can just delete. Just delete the medium altitude attacks, and we'll just concentrate on the low high mix.
Sorry to bang on about this. It will take the K-50s about 30 minutes to get on station.
Where are you trying to go? Because you only have to get just north of. You will. So if you look at slide 7, the CSG and the amphibious strike group are to the south. This bubble here of the red enemy operational area is just north of our position. You'll be operating in close proximity to our fleet the entire time. You will be on station before we are.
Roger. Sorry, I was looking at attacking the port or whatever it was of Bostani.
No, you're protecting our home bases, our surface action group, our carrier strike group, our amphibious strike group against hostile action, because the IRGC has sent out all of their crazy small boats and submarines and stuff.
Copy all.
Weps, I've just been called out. I'm on call out this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to make it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I've been working most of the weekend. I've just had a phone call. I've got to deal with that first. But if it finishes within the hour, then I'll jump back on.
Okay. Just hope you get overtime.
Yeah, overtime, don't worry. But I'm on call out, and I don't normally get called out, but I've had some problems this weekend.
Very well. Okay.
I'll listen in, but I won't be able to join until I fixed it.
All right. So I have deleted you off the roster.
Sorry.
All right, Moose. Let's kick it off.
Yeah, the mission roster is unpopulated for the one I click on.
Yeah, same here.
I think he's got the training roster in there somewhere.
All right, it's moved. You gotta go to the operations inspector.
Right. So yeah, don't look at training roster. Don't look at operations planning and product creation. Alert order. Go all the way up to mission roster 32. Click on that. Because I was doing a training session earlier this week, so there's a lot of stuff in there. I have nowhere else to put it.
All right. Looking for the situation. Is that what we want?
Yep. Send it.
Situation. With the loss of Kasab, the Iranian Shah has issued a declaration of vengeance against the U.S. carrier group in the Strait of Hormuz. With that, signals are saying that both the Peter the Greats are in the port of Batsanu, north of Kashim Island. Local contacts say the Iranians are demanding that the Russians attack the U.S. fleet in accordance with the Shah's declaration. The Russian diplomats failing to convince the Shah of the stark reality facing him after the loss of the Artesh army in the UAE has decided that the Shah will press his advantage of having both the group Peter the Greats in his port and seize the vessels by force. The Iranian crews, however, are struggling to gain access to the fully operational capability of the Peter the Greats. Russian crews have been detained ashore. Both these vessels have nuclear power plants with backup diesel boiler systems. It's only a matter of time before the Iranian crews figure out how to get the engines online and attempt to make way for the U.S. fleet. Eastern Front, which would be today. If we are going to make a first strike, then we need to launch now. The SA-10 site at Bandar Abbas has been moved out of the area due to the Peter the Great presence. Note, the Peter the Great's docked up without their escorts. The escort submarines split off, and we have since lost contact with them. We believe they're positioned to be north of the U.S. fleet somewhere. This means the carrier group is under continuous threat of attack from either the missing subgroup or the IRG small boat fleets. Don't let either of the groups get close to our ships, or who knows what kind of damage they could do. Helicopters, you will be key in defending the fleet from these groups. Just as a point of how to deal with this threat, if you are flying helicopter, equip your helicopter with bombs or possibly like a heavy rocket. And basically, you just go out and you're going to patrol the waterway, the water areas, I should say, around the fleet, and then eventually you'll come across contacts, and then you kill them. The submarine group does surface and it does dive, and it's just kind of at random intervals. So you got to kind of get a lock, get eyes on with that group, and sometimes I think if you find them in the proper condition, the fleet will fire at them with some tomahawks and stuff like that. So that's all I got.
Okay, briefing time. So throughout the week, you've been seeing intelligence reports being dropped from the coalition, from SyncCent, CENTCOM, and the works. The Russians have confirmed to us, if you look at the final intelligence brief, that they have lost control of these two vessels. IRGC commandos and IRGC naval personnel have taken control. Now, if you don't know who the IRGC are, that's the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps. They're fanatic, crazy, over-the-top people who will do whatever it takes to protect the Ayatollah and the Iranian Revolution, as they call it. Our mission today, going to mission 32, Rev 1. Welcome to the final mission of hopefully, of the Persian Gulf campaign. This information is considered top secret. Air Tasking Order, Operation Spectre. Task Force Falcon Trine is directed to conduct a large-scale air attack against the port of Bastanu. The air attack will be conducted using multiple attack vectors and methods. Task Force Falcon Trident will target and destroy two Project 1144 Pyotr Veliki cruiser class vessels anchored there. This attack must be conducted with maximum urgency and effectiveness. The coalition intel has confirmed that the IRGC commandos and naval personnel have blah 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 taken over these ships. As Moose just laid out, they are making preparations to sortie. We don't know how long that will take them. The Russian personnel at their embassies have told us that the Iranians do possess the knowledge to get these vessels running. To what extent and how fast, they don't know. The task force will conduct a coordinated attack against the port of Baswano on the southern coast of Iran. This is slide 6. The operation will require multiple weapons platforms and some degree of coordination to ensure success. The task force will overwhelm the ships with formidable defenses using a variety of methods, including high-level and low-level attack profiles, along with multiple weapons types. Slide 7, the theater overview. You can see the large circle there in the middle of the map, looks like an egg in red, is the operating area believed to be of the enemy SSKs, the diesel submarines that are operating in the Gulf. Our group, those two little circles down there, our carrier strike group and our amphibious strike group, are just south of that operating area. In addition, the IRGC has deployed many of their small boats to do asymmetric attacks against our ships. So we can expect it to be quite a dangerous place for our fleet to enter. And don't expect them to just sit there. They're coming for us. After we took Kasab, the enemy basically decided that all bets were off and they started finding ways to inflict casualties. And that's what's happening. Our main target will be the main target of this operation will be the enemy fleet activity at Baswanu. The operation will have two parts: attack the port and then defend our fleet. The cap situation. Our cap leader has decided that he wants to anchor his cap forces around the tankers. This will provide them the ability to react to any kind of threats coming our way, but keep them safe from the enemy SAMs and ships operating to the north. Which means as strikes go in and come out, if we need cap cover, if we need help against fighters, they can come and respond, and they don't have to worry about being constantly dodging missiles. The operational plan. This is slide 9. The attack on the ships will be conducted in 3 layers. Now it's down to 2 because of lack of personnel. Layer 1 will be the low-level attack. Raker Flight, Vigans, will work their way around to the north of Keshem Island and proceed to attack the Grisha escorts with low-level sea-skimming surface-to-surface missiles, or air-to-surface missiles. They have to be wary of the Rapier batteries located along the northern coast there, so they have to hug the coast of Keshem a little bit to stay out of the range of those Rapiers. And remember, Rapiers have optical IR and radar capability. The next layer will be our high altitude attack, consisting of F-18s. Those will be the main kill shots. They're going to be firing walleyes and JSOWs under the cover of the 3 other flights and their low-level attacks. Quantum and Gold will be a mixed bag of strike aircraft coming in at low altitude, delivering munitions, many of which will probably just be absorbed by the surface-to-air capabilities of these ships, but that's okay as long as we have enough high-altitude aircraft to do damage. And to help all of that out will be TALDs launched from our F-14s to distract the systems on the ships even more and keep their long-range missiles from becoming a factor in the battle. The next picture is an intel photograph taken from a drone shortly before it was shot down by the enemy. This shows the position of the the Iranian fleet and the Russian ships that they have captured. There's a Nustremi, which we know can shoot down projectiles like JSOWs and harpoons and stuff like that. There's 2 Peter the Greats, and they're kind of on opposite sides of the bay there. There's Grishas all over the place. So a lot of targets. So our missiles will, if we launch them, our radar-guided missiles will get distracted and probably end up going after something, including civilian traffic like you see in the middle there. But it's better than nothing. The main kill shots have to be precision-guided bombs and walleyes and JSOWs coming from high altitude, because I don't think anything on the deck is going to get through. Now, as far as protecting our fleet, that's slide 11. SIGINT has confirmed that the RGC Navy has intentions of mounting harassing attacks against our fleet. We should expect asymmetric tactics to be used from both SSKs, which are diesel submarines, and small boats. Diesel subs are particularly dangerous and annoying. Harriers and helicopters will be tasked with protecting the coalition fleet. Keys to victory. TALDs. Low-level attacks, we need to make our pitch-ups at the right time. We need to be careful to make sure that when we're coming up to make our attacks, when we're exposing ourselves, when we're clearing Keshem Island, going into the strait and exposing ourselves to their radar, that radar has other things to worry about. We should all try to sort of coordinate our attacks as I mean, we can't necessarily guarantee a total time on target attack here. We're not trained for that. But we can try to keep everything sort of kind of together, because the commander's intent here is overwhelm them, which the big picture is we want to overwhelm the ships and the escorts. We may not get this in the first sortie. Expect enemy QRF fighters to make an appearance at any time. They have air bases all over this place, so they can come at us from all kinds of different directions. So this is a raid. We're in and we're out. Cap will cover our retreats. Cap will not push forward, because if they do, they're going to end up defending against SAMs, including S-300s, Rapiers, and the ships. We will coordinate our timing as best we can. I don't expect this to work perfectly, because obviously this is not something we've trained for. We will not press our attacks until the mission command has authorized that strike. So that means basically all aircraft will hit the rally point. Everybody will be airborne. All the flights will be organized like together. So like you'll be with your flight. You won't be lost. And once all that's happened, then we will start deading or detaching aircraft off to go into their strikes. We will strike with the F-14s so that they provide us TALDs, but also keep in mind that we're going to have a lot of people on our strike net. So maintain radio discipline, use your interflight frequencies whenever possible, so that we keep the strike net clear for important traffic, mission critical traffic. Vigans, use the best missiles you think will work for this kind of engagement. I'm not a Vigan expert, so I don't know what to tell you, but you guys know what to use.
Yeah, we're gonna run RB-15.
You will draw a lot of fire. I love the Vigans for this mission, so hopefully you guys can get in there and do some good damage. On your egress, I would egress over Keshem. Just watch out for buildings and power lines. That place is kind of down low. It's kind of busy, so be careful.
What's our main freak again?
124 will be our strike net. Flight attack profiles will be coordinated and discussed during this time. So flight leads, you can decide if you want your guys lined up in a line, or you want them line abreast, or if you can attack per whatever you feel will work best. The point of the mission is to get as many weapons in the air as possible to overwhelm these ships. Now, there are multiple diesel subs and small boats in the Gulf looking to attack our fleet. They can be dangerous and they can inflict casualties, so our helicopter escorts have to be, and unfortunately, Marky, I think that's just you. You'll have to be very, very on point to cover. I think you're going to be a very busy man. Now, communications. Cap will still continue to operate on 252, so Kinky, 252 will be the GCI official channel. However, Strike will be 124. I chose that because I know the F-14s can tune low, and I think the F-18s and everybody else can do it just as well. Everybody will be on StrikeNet, so there's going to be a lot of call signs on one radio frequency, so please keep the chatter on that to mission critical minimums.
So those frequencies are 252 and 124.
Affirm.
Cheers.
I think it's 251 since the cab needs to be connected to the AWACS.
Okay, yep. All right, done. 251. There you go. And GCI's call sign today will be
Cranky.
with exclamation point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Dark Star Magic.
But we'll also monitor StrikeNet on 124, so he will be listening to us, but won't break into us unless like F4s are on our 6 and we don't even notice it.
I am here and nowhere.
All right, the foot stomps are the same as always. Comms are critical. Fuel state, weapon state, also critical. For this one, for the raid, if you want to run yourself out of gas just getting there, that's up to you, but try to pretend like you want to go back to base. Weapons restrictions are off. I don't think we're going to have any A10s in this particular engagement unless those speedboats become an issue, and then I'll transition to A10 and start schwacking them with laser rockets. We have tankers available. There's a tanker track in which the cap will orient themselves on. And yeah, rules of engagement, same as always. Watch it on the BVR, especially the fact that the strikes will be out in front of the cap. That's not a normal procedure. So cap, be very careful how you operate in the BVR arena if the strikes are out there and you decide to press on a target. Now our threats are two Peter Velikis, which I misspelled. There we go. Guided missile cruisers. In fact, they're actually battle cruisers. They're beyond the scope of most modern modern ships. Not to mention there are Rapier batteries in that area. The S-300s have been pulled back a little bit. But yeah, Moose, what is the start time for this mission?
10 a.m.
Okay, so now is the time in which we do the re-attacks. Questions, comments, concerns?
This is just addressed to Red Storm. What I plan to do with the Talds is we're gonna go in from either sides and try to spread out our Talds as much as possible so they aren't clumped up for the SAMs to hit.
All right.
Hey, Marky.
Marky here.
So for the anti-submission part of your job, what I was doing the other day, just to test it out, take the K-50, load it up with bombs, or like I said, bombs, or you can try rockets. I just don't know how much damage the rockets will do. But then you basically just gotta fly, and you have to get direct hits with the bombs on the subs, otherwise they won't register. They'll just splash in the water essentially. So.
And Vickers are ineffective.
Well, I don't know. I didn't try Vickers. I was just dropping the what they like PBA 250s or something like that.
Yeah, the fuckers keep going underwater every time I try and engage them.
Can I just say, for anyone trying to contact me, can you just say your name, you're calling me and whatnot, because...
Right. I think when you contact Kinky, please do so with the following brevity codes. You say, for instance, I'd be like, Kinky loader on 124, so he knows which button to press to talk back to you, because he's going to have a lot of radios going off at the same time. Which brings me to another point. ATC for all airfields will be operated on 150 SRS, and then secondary will be Discord. So if you're Discord only, or you don't have enough radios in your aircraft, Discord or 150 will be your ATC freaks for all airfields, including carriers. Now I would like to know, is there anyone here who can both fly F-18s and drop walleyes?
Yes.
Sure.
I
Okay.
think too. We're all the vegan pilots.
Bake, can you go to 7 flight and fly walleyes?
Yeah, put me wherever you want me.
Can I get him a wingman? Say what?
Does he know how to teach them?
Question, Moose, did you increase the range of these vessels all in the last update?
I know how to use the walleyes, but I rarely use them.
There's some people not signed up because there's still a lot of people in Discord.
Yeah, I show 18 people and I see 21 in Discord.
Yeah, we're 20 active because Baddox is out for a moment.
I'll fly with Bake. Sorry, I wasn't
Moose,
signed up
did
with...
you increase the range of the Peter the Greats on this version 3?
was told they were nerfed.
I'm just wondering if version 3 was changed from version 2 or version 1.
Yeah, 3 is different. I didn't.
Mother.
Notice it.
But you changed the range of the Peter the Great, so they're going to shoot from further out?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who deleted the link to the briefing? Please undo that. All right, if there's no further questions or reattacks on this operational plan, everybody come back to the roster real quick so we can run it down one more time. I have Viking and Bourbon running AGS 37s. I have Gold Flight consisting of Smash, myself, Rawl, and Ricky. We're a low-level attack. Multiple attack vectors. We're covering the biggins. I have Quantum Flight of Goose and Mike Man. Low-level attack as well. Largo, which is Barlock, Moose, and JD. You're medium to high level attack. You are the ones who are supposed to be doing kill shots, so bring your best A game to that. 7, another flight, hopefully all walleye equipped, able to actually do the kill shots here of Bake and Apollo. Solex 1 and 2. 1 consists of Salty, Dorito, Red Storm, and Havoc. And Solex 2 is now vacant, which is fine. And then going all the way down to the bottom, we have Markey in the KA-50, providing escort for our forces. And Shagan, where do you want to go?
I'm around the carriers protecting us with the guys. So if I see any bullets, I'll shoot them.
What are you going to fly?
5.
Roger.
Got good guns.
You said F5?
Mm-hmm. It's already in there, I thought.
Rearming complete.
Don't think I'll be much good going up against a big old ship. You?
No, you will have fun playing with those small boats. Bring clusters if you can. They're great against small boats. All right, so that's the operational plan. That's the thing. That's what's going to happen. If nobody has any other questions, we're going to start our step to aircraft. The mission password is in the brief. Is the server ready, sir?
It's up and running. People have been jumping in. Did you put this password in earlier?
I think I may have done it too soon. Yes.
Yeah. There's like, I don't know, a ton of people here.
Yeah, I may have screwed that up.
Yeah, there's 8 or 10 people in already, so get on in.
All right. Just go ahead and step into your jets.
Restart, or should I start arming up?
No, just arm up and get in. It's already been 30 minutes, so.
Well, that's why I'm asking if there's going to be a restart.
I would restart it just in case.
The server has not been running for 30 minutes. It's been running for 15.
I think.
Okay.
I feel like it's more of a safe bet.
The other place is no, not there.
So are we restarting, or are we still going?
No, we're not restarting. Everybody get in.
Okay,
After that.
I'm in Weasel 3.
Smash, we're going to be 245. And we're taking off from the CBN 73, okay?
Roll hard.
And guys, let's stand by. Gold Flight, let's make sure we are on the same frequency. That's going to be 245, and make sure we're all coordinated before we launch off this boat.
And 124 is the strike package.
A for MS Strike Net. Remember, guys, the main thing here is preserve your airframes, get your weapons off, and get out. We can always rearm and
Comms
reattack.
check 124.
It's a raid. It's not a persistence mission
124 line clear.
has or anything else we've ever done. This is an in and out kind of deal.
That's what you said to me last night.
Yeah, that's what you did to my mother last night.
I know. She complained a little bit.
I heard about it. You owe her money.
Oh, her money.
Anyone happen to know why SRS is not connecting to fucking Loft ATC?
No, that's a new one.
62, I think they're under bomb.
Ricky,
Yikes, that didn't sound good.
There we go.
Should I grab one of these air starts? I don't have a super carrier.
If you can spawn the Stennis, because you won't come with Talds.
Do you have F-14 Stennis slots? Did I miss them?
We've got boats out here shooting at something.
All right, carrier traffic is going to get a bit busy here, guys. So what I want you to do is make sure you're making proper calls so that everybody knows, and nobody land on anything yet. I mean, if you take off from an aircraft carrier and want to come back and land, make sure you make it very well known.
Viking, you on 241?
Hey, weapons, can I go?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Can I go ahead and launch and just hang over here because I'm tying up the catapult here?
I gotta take an air start.
Is Kinky or one of the other flight members with you? Or not Kinky, is Smash with you?
Mike Man's over here, but
Comms check.
Smash is right behind Bake, so.
What's our flight? 440, right? Or 25 or 245, right?
A-firm 245. Radio
check 245. Ricky, copy.
Red Storm, you're doing Talds, right?
Rail going.
245. 245.
Yeah,
Radio check.
but I didn't think we were spawning on super carrier.
No, we have to load up with Talds. Spawn on the Stennis.
Alright, if there's two of us ready to take off, let's go ahead and have two of us launch.
I don't want us to get too separated. Also,
Not
remember,
that I'm going to
rally
be the
point
only
will
one
be your
doing
waypoint
12
1,
runs.
and we're going to be a low altitude strike, so I guess we should, we don't need to worry about gaining too much altitude. We're going to need that, that fuel. 245 radio check. Lima Charlie.
Subshading, taxing to 01 for departure.
Double responding with the harms.
Did I miss that? Are we launching from the boats yet?
So I'm changing. It's okay. Just re-equip with harpoons. You should be able to, or whatever you want. Whatever you want. I already got them. I'm just saying it'll take a minute. Yeah, I'm taking the harpoons.
Yeah, we don't have the F-14. Do you want me to air start and land somewhere?
Radio check 241.
Hey, there is a regular carrier, not a super carrier. There's a regular carrier.
Yeah, but he said he can't spawn on that. There are no slots.
How can you not spawn on any carrier?
There's no F-14 on the Stennis.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, you may have to land. I'm not sure if it'll have towels, but it should.
Ricky, I'll just launch with you since you're pulling up.
So you could take an air spawn and land on the carrier group, and then just rearm that way if you need to.
Kinky Marky K50. How do I make the... maybe I have to do that when I'm flying?
5x5 Viking. Urban, are you on 1.5 or 1.2.4?
Get a little cool down.
I thought it was 241, but I can change it to whatever you'd like.
You guys take off, flip your master arm on air ground to this.
Yeah, I'll turn it on.
Any stations on this net?
Is anyone actually on comms at the minute? I'm trying to do recheck shit.
We could take cats 1 and 2.
We're mainly on 251 and 124.
Yeah, hey, me and Ricky are on 1 and 2 right now. If y'all line up, y'all can be right behind us here. He's hooking up now.
I can't hear you then.
Right.
Oh boy, this is Marky here. I found a submarine. I put all my ordnance into it, so that's 12 times Vickers and rockets and all my guns. Can I stash my helicopter into it, see if that sinks?
It probably won't. You'll need to, like I said, you'll have to get bombs and drop them on it.
Okay, does anyone else want my coordinates to know where this thing is?
No, heading that way.
It's Black Smoke, 27 to the north.
Roger.
I'll stay on the station till you arrive.
Just had a look and I can't see the SU-27 in the list to spawn in.
Viking, are we switching channels or are we on 241?
Roger, I'm coming behind you. Well, launching.
Alright, to anyone on Discord, do the F-14 group, do you want us to drop the Talds now? Get close and drop.
I do.
Negative. Orbit.
Alright, then I'm going to switch to air currently.
Bake Apollo.
I want Talds when the entire strike is organized. All strike aircraft are to organize at their waypoint 1 north of Kasab and hang out there until the entire strike is airborne, because we have to go in as a group.
Bake Apollo.
Marky.
Yeah, last call, son.
Apollo, go for bake.
Which carrier are you on?
I believe I'm on the Washington.
I mean, sorry, which cat are you on?
Not on a cat. Fencing in. Coordinate.
30 miles, Marky.
Who's asking about that?
You should already have waypoint set.
I'm on Cat 2.
Raman, are you on SRS?
Hello, SRS 126.
Showing inbound. Yep, I'm already on it. This is loader on 124. Hey, Weapons, when you say low altitude, any other K-50s on Fox Mike 30?
Jump in a Harrier and have a go at that.
When you get to the orbit location,
George Washington, big.
the rally point, go ahead.
Taxiing to Cat 3.
Confirm. Rail's currently 18 miles from waypoint 1, maintaining anchor spot. Mike, man, do we have Cat aircraft up?
241. I've never manually tuned the channel.
You hit the minus sign and then turn the dials on the mega dash.
All of us, we gotta go. There's on 3.
Marky, which smoke do you have?
I'm ready to launch.
Two smokes.
Launching.
Yeah, there's another submarine that also has, the smoke seems to have stopped. So it's the one on the right as you're approaching, but actually I'd attach the sub on the left, because the one on the right, I think I fucked it up quite a lot.
Check to bubble.
Roger. See what I can do.
Seguin, are you on SRS?
Negative.
Seguin?
Negative.
Mike, man, vectoring towards F4s.
Urban, can we do 125?
I'm going to RTB for more shortness.
Mike, man, Fox 3, lead F4.
Are you sure on 251? Because it's saying here there's nobody on it.
There's 7 people on it that I'm showing.
JD emerging F4s.
Just can't transmit on.
Frequency for the cat flight.
Apollo, are you on SRS 126?
We have Sam.
No, I thought we were supposed to be on 124.
That's the strike net. Enter freak 126.
Okay, switching 126.
Call signs on
We have DCI up.
Yeah, just SRS has been a cunt.
Bourbon, can you do 125?
Oh fuck! Right. 2 hostile targets. Current in the mix. Mike Man, you're chopper, aren't you?
Did you hear me, Viking?
Just dude, target for you. It's gonna be
Big
off
strike.
your. Why the fuck won't this one?
Big strike net is 124.
Strike net is, but if I only want to talk to you, we shouldn't do that on 124.
Oh.
Just dude.
Too many radios.
Bra, 1 target for you. 047, 1 mile within. 22,000 feet. Mike Man. Kinky.
Gold flight, let's assemble
for Mike Man.
over that northern island at about 5,000
Current target
feet.
within 1 mile of you. 16,000 feet climbing. Bra.
All strikes, this is loader. Let's assemble at rally point. Checkpoint, or correction, rally point. Copy. Maintaining left-hand orbit. Angels 5, Roger. 3.
Salty Bucket, you are merged with hostile air contact. He is at 10,000 feet and climbing rapidly. Or descending, sorry, rapidly.
We just got killed by the ship.
Lock on something, I can't really tell what it is. Roger, A-firm.
Ox 2.
It's definitely from the northeast, though. Roger that. All strikes continue to push towards rally point and maintain presence at rally point. High altitude strikes take Angels.
Second, are you on
Low
station?
altitude strikes take Angels.
Roger, about to drop.
Minus.
Are you visual 2 subs?
Visual 1 sub. Visual 1 sub. The other sub doesn't seem to be there anymore.
Roger, just let me know how you got on.
Select your wall as. Sorry.
Better salty. Send it. The 14 told
Cluster munitions don't do much to them.
Negative. Strikes are still
Second loss.
assembling. We're still doing our assembly at the rally point. It's going to be a few minutes before
Cluster
the
munitions don't do
we
much.
can assemble. I know it's going to be tough on your fuel
Not even
situation,
worth
but
it.
you got to hang on. Can you give me a treating check on 243?
Kinky, I can hear you on 243 from 251, but I think that's radio bleed or something.
Yeah, see, it's only 243 that's coming up that actually has people on that net.
Oh, strange.
It's really.
Well, we're on 251 guard net.
124 has 10 on it.
If 251 is guardnet, why is it saying 252 on the sheet?
Because I don't know. It's been like that for a long time.
Because I was told to put it to 251 or 252 by somebody. But you guys pick what you need and then do what you need. It's all about just making it work and do what you need to do.
What are salty? Are the 14 told group 11 push?
I was in front of the sub. I still see the sub going in for guns.
Stand by 1.
Is anybody on 150?
All strike flights. Sound off if you're ready to push.
Touching Kasab traffic, 2 ship, Viggens taking off Kasab.
See, salty, our Viggens are still taking off, so we're not ready to push. Copy. Roger, I'm just concerned about the cap presence that is coming up to us. Do you have any full fighter capability?
Got 2 subs.
Yeah, where's Cap?
We have 1 cap aircraft, F-15.
3 subs.
The SC-27 isn't in the...
Okay, Mark is just rearming. I'll be right with you.
Our other cap guy had to go aviate.
This is Kinky to inbound traffic to the target site. There looks to be 2 times rudder ring contacts that are under 1,000 feet loitering in the area, as well as 2 rudder ring aircraft coming in from the northwest towards target site.
Strike lead, strike mission commander. please give me a go, no go on your capability at this time. Strike Group 7.
Tentacle stop traffic runway clear.
Climbing to altitude. One untold group is go. Number 2 is still climbing to altitude. Quantum's a go. Vigan, loader, status.
This is King Boots cap flight. Looks like 2 pop-up groups. Currently over the feet dry under SAM coverage. I'll advise once.
Can you stay on station just for a minute?
Sure.
Slagan, I'm en route to you now. If you can just stay over the target so I can identify it, or as soon as I have, I'll release you if you're happy.
I got a group of 3. They're all in the same area. Just come to me. Just gonna empty out my guns.
Are you low, roughly 200 feet?
Command to all call signs. Flanking attacks. Press your attacks. Time now. That means Biggins and Hornets on the flanking attacks. Low-level flanking attacks. Press your attacks at this time. High-level attacks. Stand by.
Armor-piercing explosive rounds aren't doing shit to them. Huh?
Operator error.
Salty Buckets, this is Kinky Boots. You currently have 2 targets coming in at your bra 302, 95 nautical miles, 34,000 feet.
And Quantum, push now.
Quantum copy, pushing now. Weapons are out. I'm ready to start my ground attack. Roger, Ralph, stand by. We're gonna be, we're going up the middle, so we're gonna be last. So I'm gonna complete one more circuit, then we're gonna put. My wing image crash.
Tac Dorito, Kinky Boots.
Go ahead, push now, Salty. Push, push, push. Get rid of those talls and get yourself armed up. But make sure we have cap coverage. We have a single F-15 doing cap.
Tac Dorito, Kinky Boots.
All strikes, all strikes. Push, push, push. Number John 124. Copy.
I had a group of 3.
All group strike.
There they are.
Slagan, I'm visual 3. I'm about 13 clicks just to yourself. I'm just going to engage with everything I've got, but if we can't sink them, I should get into an A10.
Yeah. I'm going to go get some bombs.
Low-level attack.
To take care of these guys.
Should be able to kill them with rockets, maybe.
You've also got a Harrier on your team now, as I can't find an Su-27, so I'm going to try and help you out, Marky.
Roger, do you need coordinates or anything?
If I know how to use them, they'd be handy, but I'm literally just going to try and get to you guys.
Roger, just be advised, 3 times submarine, 10 kilometers to the north of me.
Lovely. I'll try and get up as soon as I figure out how to use these weapons.
Look at me on the map. I'm right over top of them.
I'm attacking the one on the right. That's to the east.
Roger, I'm already starting to get sand warnings. I'm down at 2,000, going for 500. Ral, what's your status?
Goose, you on comms?
Ral's turning in now.
Red Storm.
Ral's turning in, dropping altitude, Angels 2-5.
Go for Goose.
20 if you're on SRS.
If you got tanks now, time to get ready. I got all my tolls out. I did not survive because I went evasive too late. Alright, well I need you reestablish cap as soon as possible. Yep, already on it. Mike man, 4 times bruiser away.
Harrier.
Music on.
Go.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
enemy speedboats just to the south. I'm engaged defensive.
Any available cap aircraft, 2 groups advise who's eligible for tasking.
Kinky Boots, Salty, I'm available for tasking.
Okay, copy. Wait one.
I hope somebody's recording this from the third party perspective because this is awesome. Oh man,
Yeah,
the missiles
I can
going
see
up.
on my left. That is you.
Yep, Smash, that's me on your left. I think I'll egress
Salty
south,
buckets,
you egress
bra
north,
for you.
like, so as in,
311, 87 miles, 34,000
so
feet.
as in, I'll turn left and turn right.
Sidewinder for the kill.
Roger, I understood.
There's also another pop-up group up to the northeast, but it's none of my concern at the minute.
Roger, Magnum times 4. I'm dead.
Yep, I'm dead again. Those,
A lot of ship guys are
I can't get anywhere near those.
All strikes,
RTB,
be advised, do not push in too deep.
We have to get in weapons range.
I'm gonna pop up right about now.
Up to the northwest, sorry, you have 2 you want to do that now? Inbound on
Smash
you.
popping up.
Loader pop. They're near the grates currently, they're closing fast.
Weapons loader and smash, be advised, 2 rotary contacts off your node. Approximately 8 miles, 300 feet.
Marky, can you not rearm?
Copy. Hostile contacts, 8 miles, 300 feet on the deck. What's their bearing for me?
Bruiser times 4.
Bearing from you.
Last call sign second.
Yeah, Rail's call was Bruiser times 4.
Bearing from you, weapons loader bra 321, 8 miles, 900 feet. They seem to be trying to climb. Yep, 900 feet climbing.
Smash, we got hostiles coming in. Bug out, bug out, bug out.
I'm on
Hey, can you not use the Tawa to rearm
We have
refuel?
hostile aircraft coming in. Bug out.
Yeah, I
Low
can.
level.
But again, I put a shitload of ordnance in and got nowhere. Be advised, there's speedboats in the area as well with guns.
Attack the radio. You're available for tasking, over.
Available for tasking.
Yeah, Roger, going 180.
Okay.
Seeing you.
Stand by for bra.
Rail's 180 Mach
Attack
1.
Dorito,
coming out of
bra. 317, 43 miles, 36,000 feet.
Copy.
One ship.
Kinky, loader. What's my status? Hostile air.
Hostile air, you've got those 2 jets that have been tasked for the cat flight, and then those 2 rotary wing aircraft are just about to go feet, or actually disregard, they're turning back towards the strike point. Your current distance is 20 nautical miles away. I'm not sure what kind of rotary wing aircraft they are, though.
Weapons ready. You may land at Kasab and rearm for ground attack again.
Right.
Hey, firm, rearm with the same, whatever you think is going to be best suited for this mission.
Yeah, apologies, Marky. You've lost your Harrier due to the fact that every time I jump in a Harrier on the server, it locks my controls, well, the throttle and the keyboard completely out.
For that, you need to hit your park and brake off.
What are you gonna try?
So it now automatically spawns you with your park and brake on. It's like a little lever behind the throttle. And once you take it off, you should be able to move it.
Okay, does that also kill the keyboard so I can't even escape out or anything like that?
I popped
Shouldn't.
4,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and I
getting.
got
Every time I
shot
jump in
at.
a Harrier, it
I
literally
made it.
just kills the keyboard as well. Literally have to force quit out of the whole thing in order to do anything.
Salty buckets. That target is currently overflying the target site at the minute. 25,000 feet.
I really don't think our weapons did anything. My first group of harpoons, I hadn't even got there yet. First turn complete. Second group's coming up on next turn.
Why are those Barley Birks not destroying those speedboats?
Yep, I'm using turn points for them to attack from both sides at the same time. Fucking hammer and anvil.
Are they within range?
Yeah, they
Oh,
might
buddy,
not be in
take a look.
range.
What the fire at Kasab?
I'm gonna go to Kasab. Not Kasab, I'm sorry.
Maybe
I'm gonna go
Barley
to
Burke
Raz
is
because it's a
shooting at
bigger
him with a sea
airfield.
whiz.
Tactical radio, Kinky Boots. You have missed that target.
Alright, be advised, second set of fishes
Salty
is turning.
Buckets. The target you currently be vectored on is change course to your 306, 25 miles, 13,000 feet, and ascending.
Roger. I'm gonna try to assist Viking and Bourbon. Can you read out his angels again?
He is Angels 8 and ascending.
Right now.
Roger.
Bourbon on 1-2. This is Bourbon loader on 124. Viking loader on 124. Viking loader on 124.
Tactical radio, Kinky Boots. That target seems to disappear from my radar.
Kiki loader on 124.
Is Kinky Boots to all cap aircraft. Currently, 2 hostile targets coming in from the north. Approximately
Oh, never mind. Now they look like they
50 miles from Tanker. Let me know who's available, and I can get tasking.
We've hit a
Kasab, traffic, Shagan. Turning finals.
It's damaged.
Rito available tasking.
Yep, I've got one bruiser going in on that Grisha now. And it's
Fly 083 for about 40 miles, and then I can turn you on target. Salty Bucket, that target is clear. You still munitions?
Vector me to the 2 F4s to the feet dry.
Traffic, Shagan, finals.
Copy. Salty Buckets 031 for 33 miles, 4,300 feet, and climbing.
Roger.
Strike aircraft. Do not press attacks at this time. Stand by. Can I have all strike aircraft, Moose, Barlock, Goose, can you guys hold off and not attack until we can coordinate? Cap, maintain position. Roger.
Back on these to hold back into the.
Call your traffic at Kasab. Kasab traffic dude's taking off 01.
Yeah, stay on the right hand side.
Salty Buckets, what's your current manifest?
Second?
What's your current stores looking like?
2 by Fox 2, 1 by Fox 1, 2 by Fox 2.
on 245, please.
I'm gonna try to get some early shots on these MiG-29s, then I'm gonna RTB. I'm waiting for them to get a little close.
Yeah, I can't see their identification, but I'm pretty sure there's SAMs up by there, so.
Yeah.
Second, are you still on station?
Negative, on the ground, rearming.
I just respawned.
Does anyone have coordinates for those subs?
Traffic, Bourbon on final.
They're roughly around where you have it on the map, the F10 map. Up by that tanker.
Smash loader.
That the tanker, they're up that way, steaming north.
Are you still on 245?
Apparently not.
I'm on 245, but there's only one other person there, and nobody's responding.
That's because I was in F1 and it looks like my radio reset.
Okay, where's Raul and our other wingman?
SRS might not be working because I just called on 245 and I don't hear anything.
Same. I just called on 245 there, and I'm tuned in on it as well. I didn't hear anything. I haven't heard anything for a while.
Yeah, we're communicating on 251.
Yeah, comms are.
Yeah, I've got
a
251
fucking
loaded
mess.
in my
That's what's
guard, and
going
it just
on.
doesn't want to work.
Comms are a mess.
weird.
Everybody's on their own channel. They're where they want to be instead of where they're supposed to be. I'm on AWACS mode. I can hear everybody, and they're just scattered everywhere. 30, 245, 251, 124.8.
All strikes should be on 124. If you're not on 124, you're doing something wrong.
On what?
You can have your own airfly freaks if you
124 or
like, but
245?
you have to be on 124.
Someone just said something about
one.
Someone just said something about 245.
That's the F-18 flight, the in-flight. 124 is a strike, all of us.
And there's 3 people on that channel.
I have 11 on.
I got 11 on it.
You have 11 on 245?
4.
124.
Negative 11 on. I have 11 on 124. 245 is Gold Flight Inner Freak. 124 is the large group strike freak. That's what we're supposed to be using as our party channel.
What the fuck?
Salty Buckets, you are closing within 23 miles Sorry, disregard 31 miles of those targets.
Yep, Roger.
After
I already
12.
foxed on him.
Okay, copy.
Raw is all traffic, loader, flight of 1.
This is Rel, Bruiser times 4.
Can you guys hear me and Viking on 124?
I've not heard anything on 124 from the Viking or from the Vigan flights.
Viking, I got it.
Hunter, where'd you go?
Loader, the only way we're going to do this is if we get everybody in a Hornet, loaded up with 4 harpoons each, launching them at the same time from the same distance. The Peter the Great's going to shoot us every time we try to go from high altitude.
Well, my hope was that, yes, we would have Hornets shooting harpoons, but we'd also have Hornets dropping walleyes. And
You can't get close
Hornets-
enough. You can't get close enough.
You can if they're shooting at all those harpoons.
Where's the Talds?
Yeah, but we don't have all those harpoons. That's what I'm saying.
Got. Okay, I
The
said.
Talds were there. They just didn't do what we wanted them to do.
Yeah, the Talds got shot down immediately.
They're probably too high. How high did you drop them from?
30,000.
That's over Grisha. So you'd probably have to drop it in at like 20.
Oh, I wasn't told that. Sorry.
No, the Grisha's not the problem. You can get close enough to the Grisha. Just the Peter the Great's. I don't know how it works when you reduce
Lost
the capacity.
traffic, loader back taxing runway.
Like your other weapon.
They can each engage 17 targets simultaneously from like 50 miles away.
That's why you'd use JSOWs with 18s.
We can do that, but we have the coordinates to do that. The problem is we need cover.
Right, you send those. That is the cover. 6 18s launching 8 apiece covers the area. That's more than they could do. As soon as they lock up to those, then you go in and hit with your other things. We did it yesterday. 2 guys. Me and Hicks killed a Peter by ourselves. So I don't know how the 18 of us can't do it.
We can do it.
This is a new version, by the way. They've added a bunch of shit because it wasn't hard enough, I guess.
No, we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna rearm here, and we're gonna re-equip, and we're gonna come back at it. Shagan and the other guys are covering our boats pretty effectively, and so our carrier strike group is safe, and we're gonna go and we're gonna make this work. So I think what we should do now is have...
We have 8 Hornets.
My flight will rearm with JSOW. So Gold Flight, Ricky, myself, Raul, and Smash, let's rearm JSOW. Max load. Then
We should all go JSOWs then.
We'll
All
program
Hornets.
in the coordinates, and then we need some guys to throw in some distraction, and then I would really love to have some walleye guys that can use our distractions to get in there.
Me and Moose are already loaded up with walleyes. We're in loiter at the waypoint.
Okay, I'm coming with JSOWs.
But no one attack until we have coordinated everything, alright? So rearm, re-equip, do what you gotta do.
And we can't do that now. Half of us are in the air. I don't give a shit about who's on the ground. If you're not loitering
If
at the
there's half
target
of
area,
you in
then
the air, then make an
you're done.
attack and see if you can get the Grishas. The guys that are in the air now, make an attack and see if you can get the escort ships. And then come back and rearm, and then we'll regroup and then go back out. Because, yes, that makes more sense. So if you're airborne, form up, go in after those escort ships.
I got 154Cs out right now. So the next guy, fire yours.
I'll be FK 2 mics.
Slugging, you on station?
We got nobody even close.
Yeah, JD, I was wondering how you launched already, but
It's probably going to shoot everything down too. Wow, they're all separated, but it doesn't matter. It's just not enough. There's not enough people
yeah,
in the air.
each one 17, so we got to have at least over 34 of them.
We got F-18s headed east.
Or 34.
Wait, 18s, I'm gonna form up with you guys. I'm taking off now. I got 8 JSOWs, we should go together.
I was trying to tell Kay when he was spewing off more targets, more enemies, and I was like, I think it's hard enough, guys. And then version 3 came out, so yeah, that's this.
Version 3 is only fog, and I had to hide the subs.
Yeah, they
It'll
changed.
be okay. I think the issue was just it was too scattered for the first attack.
The first run, special now we're going inland and coming from the north. Then
What am I
you put those rapiers in there.
Yeah, there's also SAMs in there. Rapiers, and then Gazelles with, well, they're not Gazelles, they're Mistrals.
Morning, JD.
Morning, Shagan.
Still attacking, or what are we doing? I still going after subs.
Well, they've already shot down all 8 of my...
Yeah, we gotta hit him at the same time. We gotta fly in formation, approximately.
Well, I tried to tell everybody last week that one Peter the Great was enough, but I guess 2 Peter the Greats and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers.
Over.
All in one area. That's like having a fucking SAM net. The SAM net right there is just, it's really going to be hard to get through.
What
I'm just
tomahawks?
going to try GBUs again because I'm sick of these things getting shot down. There's a JF-17 as well. If anybody knows how to fly it, there's one over at Kasab.
Kasab traffic clear.
That's all I'm going to do is just a low-level insert with GBU 10s.
Kasab traffic dudes inbound. Initials for landing.
Kinky, are you still on SRS?
Hey, Barlock, Moose, and Bake, let's meet up and try to attack at the same time.
Yeah,
also,
follow,
let's go with the Biggins.
We got the walleyes ready, so you let us know if we can sneak in underneath it.
Yeah, I'm hoping my JSOWs can distract them because they're not going to hit, that's for sure. And even if they hit, they're not going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's just so we something they have to lock
Yeah,
on
but
to.
let's form up, like literally form up in formation. We gotta hit them
Right, I'm
approximately
back,
at the same time, or this is not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Is
we're going to be
everybody
underneath
loaded
you guys.
up, ready to go on the secondary strike.
They can take an actor to back taxi 01. Kasab.
No, we're not ready.
That's fine.
Is there a target waypoint?
Yeah, it should be your waypoint 2 for most aircraft.
Okay.
There's enough of you there, orbiting at the rally point. You guys could make an attack from there.
I know. We got to form up first, though. If we just go,
right,
you
yeah,
know,
you're
all
right.
haphazardly,
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. Right? We need to be together.
Yep, do it.
Salty, inbound behind JD to Kasab. Around 10 to 5 miles.
It'll be easier to form up on Bake because he's got red smoke. Look for it around 20,000.
Trying to refuel. Thought I had time to kill.
Wait, Viggins, wait, don't push yet. Don't push yet.
Someone on final for Kasab.
Second shaken?
Do we have someone on
Dude's
final
on finals
behind
right
Kasab?
now.
JD and I are on
They
final.
hold short runway. Hold short Kasab. So we've got an 18, you can't even hear me. It's taxiing out.
Loader, this is Marky. I'm afraid I can't hear you. I can hear you on 124. I can't respond.
Roger. What's the status of the enemy surface action against our fleet?
So speedboats have been taken out. I'm totally ineffective with the K-50, so I'm currently on station in an A-10 trying to find these subs.
And for that mission, I would recommend Mavericks and GBUs.
Yeah, I got shit tons of them. Just show me a sub.
I'll be able
Very
to
good,
find
sir.
those stuff here in a minute.
Also, use your TGP delays for Mr. Shagan. He can carry 12s, but he can't target them.
I have
Roger,
dumb
Roger.
bombs. I've got some heavies. I've got a 2,000, two 1,000s, and two 500s.
Copy all. Just can't see a sub.
Right.
Raj
I'm
traffic loader
still
back
waiting.
taxiing. Yeah, you may not be able. Did you bring smoke rockets?
No, because that would be clever.
Yeah, well, you may or may not be able to identify them at this time. So just stay on station, protect our fleet. You guys have done an amazing job.
Currently have F-14 on right side, Kasab 19. 18 spooling up. 01. This is a busy freaking runway. Shagan spooling up. 01 for immediate departure. Kasab.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, sorry about that.
All right, Bake is fueled up, ready to go.
Smash is gonna take the runway loader whenever you get ready. Come on.
Well, I can literally take off from Passad, launch 4 fucking bruisers, and then re-land and rearm in less than like 10 minutes. Less than 5, actually. Rouse inbound to Passad again.
Back north.
I'm gonna burn and climb and try to get to maximum
Ignore
altitude.
those. That was Raul.
Raul, they're trying to do a coordinated attack. Don't keep shooting bruisers out. You're throwing them off. How are my bruisers throwing them off? There's nowhere fucking near them. I don't know, but there's a lot of traffic on that. Sounds like a bunch of fucking bleeding vaginas to me. Yeah. When do you have them set to my bruisers ain't doing shit. They probably won't do anything but they could have been helpful. It doesn't really matter. Just do what you got to do. Do what you've been doing because you've been doing awesome.
Refueling complete.
How do I frickin' do this?
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Marky heading back out.
Roger, copy all. I'm on station just slightly north of the carrier group. I'm high, 15,000. If you spot anything, just let me know and I'll come find it.
On the 800 feet skimming.
Living the dream, baby.
Barlock, just cut across, go directly east, maybe a little bit northeast. And yeah, Mike Man, just take a lap. We should meet up with you.
Did taxi for takeoff 01 Kasab.
Bacon flight is holding. Just give us a green light whenever.
Managed taking the runway for Kasab as soon as Ramen exits the runway.
Bacon Flight, this is Vake. I'm going to head up to you, but I'm going to try to crest 40,000 feet. And then when I get close, we'll turn in and do the thing.
Thing with the thing?
A farm.
Put the thing in the thing.
JD, your speed break is out.
Thank you.
Kasab, take off.
Heading out right behind Smash.
How much time I got? Are we just doing a lap or attacking?
Just keep turning left. Just keep turning left. Come north now. You should meet up with us if you turn now.
Raj, traffic loader taking runway 34 for immediate departure.
Okay, Bake is currently 45,000 feet, gaining Mach.
Found a sub, found a sub, found a sub.
Roger, can you attack with guns or flare for me?
Verifying, hang on. I gotta get closer. It's awfully close to our ships. Is that a sub? Or is that a boat?
I'm visual you, just tell me what you see.
Some sort of boat, I think.
Okay, we're getting spiked now, guys.
29 spike.
Getting spike.
It's an oil platform.
Smash loaders airborne from Roz,
heading
heading towards target with 8 times JSO.
Yeah, Roger, seen.
Still looking.
Factory.
Okay. I'm 30
Think,
miles in range.
I'm about ready to push. Turning hot to target.
Turning hot.
Fox suit.
What was that for bourbon?
I got all my JSOWs away.
I'm 1 minute from drop.
You should have a 30-second window or so, or 60-second window or so to get your bombs away. They should have their hands full with those JSOWs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My fucking...
Smash pickle on the Peter the Great.
10 seconds.
Forgot to flip my thing around.
Smash, I'm burning in at low altitude, 71 miles from target.
Pickle, pickle.
Here you go, missiles out. Missiles out from the boats, missiles out from the boat.
I do hate it when people simulcast. Raul, let me know when you rearm. We might be able to coordinate.
Oh, I'm getting ready to launch 2 more, and then I'll be, or 4 more, and I'll be landing again, so I'll be ready.
Right, because I'm,
So low-level attackers in the Ice Ridge Mountains right here.
Where?
Just on the approach vector between Kasab and the ships, using it for
I
ground.
got my red out set, and I'm just cruising
Yeah, I
along.
got no visuals on any subs, man.
Yep, same.
Would they be behind the boats?
I don't know. Do you want to have a quick look, and I'll keep out ahead.
Do you guys have a tally on how many subs you've killed?
No.
No subs killed.
Well,
We've engaged 3.
Bruiser times 2.
Yeah, there's more.
Well, we haven't sank 3, so there's shitloads.
Correct. Keep looking.
Yeah, Raul, copy. Bruiser times 3.
Marky only has
Still
10 more
60
minutes on
miles up.
station.
A firm, Raul, Bruiser times 2.
I'm at Mach 0.5, 500 feet.
Fuck is that out in front?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I've got 2 Bakers out on the Peter the Great to the west.
It's gonna be a hit.
Oh, wow,
Look like
guys.
we're on track.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh my god, it did no damage.
That was me again.
Atlanticus up.
They were so easy to see last time. Check them behind the fleet.
God, that thing. Yeah, I had one Baker hit. Did almost nothing.
Might have something behind the fleet.
I wish somebody told me about the.
With some 31 Bakers, it did no damage.
No, Shagan, they didn't even get where they were going. They're always off. There's something wrong with how you set up coordinates with them now.
Man,
now I know I'm having a problem.
I just got 8 off directly.
There's one of them impacted fine. That I think my first drop, it went AWOL. But I did it.
He meant mine because I was doing low level and I got about 4 missiles out on me, but I got all 4 Bakers out well within parameters, and they went stupid.
8-digit coordinate system, yeah. Guys, using the 8-digit coordinate system.
No, I'm not.
No, it's
bombs in.
it's bugged.
Shagan, it's a bug because I tried it.
Elevation.
I tried it 3 times the other day. I put a Peter Great in that exact harbor. I did this low-level attack profile, and then I lofted JDAMs at it, and they always landed short every time. And that's just what happened to these guys.
Yeah, they're aware of the issue. I think they're trying to fix it.
It's something to do with once you start to pitch up, and your aircraft altitude is changing as you pickle the bomb off, somehow or another it screws up the parabolic trajectory of the weapon.
That's a big word.
Yeah, I went to Coolidge. I got an education.
Cool.
My problem is when I go to designate my target for my GBU, it moves my T-pod to the ground radar.
Traffic fake inbound or feet wet landing.
I got nothing behind the fleet, man.
Big,
Yeah,
take the
roger.
right. I'm on the left. I'm a little bit.
These things have disappeared.
Go again for Bake.
Take the right side of the runway. I'm behind.
Roger, won't take that.
Left.
Strike flights just landed Kasab, and we'll take harpoons. I don't think the GBUs are going to do much. I saw 2 31 Bakers hit, and they didn't do anything. Like, they hit the Peter the Great, and it did no damage. So
harpoons do shit also.
Yeah, I know, but at least they're designed for doing damage to ships.
I mean, in the game, they don't do shit.
Say again?
In DCS, the harpoons are more than useless.
Yeah, but they do damage to the Peter the Great. I mean, they do non-zero damage, so... Well, the Bakers got through and they didn't do anything.
I've completely lost my modes on the.
I saw 3 V3Bs, sorry, 2 V3Bs hit the Peter the Great, dead on, center mass, no damage.
Oh, that's not right.
How do I
That'd be a
reset
kill.
my my lightning pod? My T pod is just not. It's not giving me the second. You know, the below RTCL, below the reticle, there should be another. Should be another choice. That's usually what I use.
You have to have your laser on.
What?
No, you don't.
These are
Oh,
GBE
sorry,
31s.
Make sure you're undesignated on all the pages. Like, if you have a radar page up, undesignate on that page.
How do I undesignate it? Is my
Oh. Also, sometimes there's a bug where when I switch from air-to-air mode on the T-Pod to air-to-ground mode, that it just doesn't come back.
It's not coming back. That's my problem.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, how cool.
New call signs.
Runway clear.
Please join up as a strike aircraft that can attack ships, please.
Attention Kasab traffic. 2 Vigans coming in for landing. Feet wet.
Do we have a MiG-21 with a nuke on it?
That'll be...
That's what it's going to take.
Slagan, how much longer can you be on station?
Pretty close to there, so I'm at half fuel. So another 20 minutes or so.
Okay, I've got 5 minutes left, and then unfortunately I have to do the marriage thing.
Oh, good lord! They badly damaged our Tarawa. One of
Yeah.
our Tarawa badly damaged. That's not good.
That was the speedboats coming in.
Yeah, those. I told you there were suicide bombers in there.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to them and say don't do it, but they just weren't listening.
Knock them off the ledge.
Unrealistic.
No, that's actually very realistic.
It's the go-to right now for Iran.
I mean, look what happened to the
Wolf.
Bonhomme Richard. If you get
But
the
in
right fire gun,
Inanea was active, they wouldn't get a fucking mile within those fucking carrier group.
yeah, true, yeah, because like they'd be bristling with 50 cals. Those boats now have 57mm automatic cannons. There would be helicopters with Hellfires.
3 inbound Kasab.
Hey guys, don't overload Kasab. It's a small airport with no real taxiways. We also have RAWs available and the boats.
Traffic Goose inbound, runway 19er.
Oh, I know why.
Just roll along and hit the turnaround at the end.
Stay left.
Be honest, loader.
Correction, stay right.
I need a strike out of Kasab.
It may be, yes. I just don't want everybody like just landing on top of each other. I'm just worried about that.
You want me to start trying to do taxiway shit? Like, I can grab up the taxi map.
If how many airplanes are there right now?
Give me a sec. Chart.
There's 3 on the ground, and I see 3 in the air.
All right, it's not that point yet, but when it gets over like 12 airplanes, it's going to get pretty bad there. So yeah, you may have to do that.
Minute on the ground, I
Ran them
have
out, by the way. I think they're drained.
1, 2, 3, 4,
They're
5.
rearming.
6 of us, about to be 8.
Yeah, I see 7.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on takeoff. I've got a 15 that looks like he's kind of swervy there. An 18 that's waving off.
Goose.
Yeah, Vig and I waved off a couple times. Let you guys
I'm just over here orbiting with a buttload of JSOWs that are sucking my fuel.
All right, I'm departing now. I've got 4 more harpoons inbound.
I've got enough gas. I'm at 92. So
Guys, wait for everybody to come back. Let's all take off together. We'll be more effective that way.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
by the
One
time
of,
y'all get rearmed, I'll be launched and be back. So give me a second.
One of our Harrier carriers, if that's what they're called, has gone suicidal and is ramming another one.
Y'all? Wait, it's not for
What?
me.
The bulk carriers are just bumping into each other.
That's fine. Fuck them.
Kasab runway clear yet?
A firm.
Why do I see a bomb falling?
Alright, Moose is coming inbound. Final.
Because the ship is sunk already. That's why.
No, I see a. Oh, is it a JDM going after a sunk boat?
Yeah, I guess the boat sunk.
Yeah, my harpoons went after a couple sunk ones already too.
Moose comes sliding in right behind you.
Copy.
Yeah, so you are 3.1 nautical miles out from.
So I've got to relearn the T-pod.
Runway at 1.
Railman Bruiser times 4.
I can't just use it normal like I used to. The damn radar takes over.
Raul, those missiles are going to get confused by the island, and they're just going to crash into it.
What do you mean?
They're going to see. Actually, they're not even going the right direction.
Yeah, the first 2 I launched, I was on the wrong target point. The second 2 were going the right direction.
No,
There's-
they're going east.
Yeah.
Oh, you made steer points. Okay.
I told you that a while ago. I've got steer points made. There's an anvil attack. 2 come in, 1 pop up on each group, 1 skim on each group.
Slagan.
Nice.
Yep.
And
Subs
I'm
at the
inbound
rear
to
of the
sub.
carrier group.
fuck's sake, really? I'm heading that way.
Oh, so that's why they're swerving.
Yep.
Because there's a submarine boy over there.
Oh, A10 versus submarine. That's A10's dream right there. Come on, man. Represent.
When available, techniques section.
You want
Clear
it?
runway.
It folds and make it leak.
Oh yeah, there is one just chilling next to the.
Keep
the
right
cargo
on
ships.
runway.
Really? Just chilling next to the fucking carrier group and they're not sinking it. My God.
Yeah.
Is this
what's up with the cruisers?
Kasab
Are they not
strike
shooting
group
back?
not ready to go?
Almost. We're waiting for, I think, Moose to land.
Ralman and or Moose or Goose are in the approach.
Yeah.
Bourbon, take your taxiway coming up.
Oh, Goose is capped though.
Very nice, whoever that A10 was.
We'll just wait for Relman. Loader's already in the air too. We have to meet up with him. Actually,
I'll be down in just a second.
I'm loitering up
With
here.
your weapons load out, I'd hate to actually have to make that work. I can guarantee you all those rocket pods on turrets would not work correctly because I know turrets. But yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I can't laze him for some reason.
Well, you have a rocket pod that was made recently with rockets that were made very recently attached to a turret that was made back when your grandfather was alive and an adult and like a normal person like we are now. So like those turrets they're like dinosaurs.
Just
Hey,
dude, are you?
Hornets, if you have GPUs or JSOWs or something like that, go ahead and take off now from Kasab. Okay, not now.
I'm like
Landing, but
15.
soon.
I'm like 10 miles out. I'm fine. I'm going real
I think
slow.
that sub's down.
If you're taking harpoons, wait for Relman to rearm and come with me.
Kasab traffic. If you're going line up and wait. One binding craft after Ralman.
Say again, Barlock.
You guys doing the JSOW thing again?
No, I'm going with harpoons, which I think will be more effective. Even though
Marky,
If I could have
Marky
got
has
my
to sign off.
GBUs to work, we
Thanks
would
for
have
tonight,
done
guys.
it easy. Hey, take care.
Thank
Mark.
you
Thanks.
very much for your support. You were awesome.
Yeah, I think that sub is splashed, so
Yeah,
look out for more.
I do believe that is a sunk sub right there, sir. So good on you.
Trying to smash. Hold your current position. There's one aircraft on final.
And
Short
yeah,
final.
A10
You can
hunting
take off.
subs and small boats. That is actually the U.S. Air Force has determined through extensive testing that is the best system to have.
Just dude, are you coming in for 19?
Altitude.
Are you loitering?
Hey, firm. I'm coming in 19, but I'm just slow. I'm at like
I think
200
it's
knots.
sunk, but I'm gonna drop a bomb on
Right.
it.
Can
Go for it. I don't know if it's dead.
Another out here too. I got another sub. 2 subs. It's on fire. Is that okay?
Thank you. Am I good
That
up to?
should do it. But there's more, so
smash on any other craft departing taxi.
Look out your right side.
Right and
I know.
hold for just dude, and then you're going to be cleared to end formation.
Got everything set.
See, look at that. I'm still on the ground and I got 4 missiles flying.
take off right, and I'll land right. You guys. Oh, unless you guys are all side by side.
Where he is
hold on.
Lord,
So
I didn't even know F5 could fly like that, Shagan.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah. Smash Viking and Bake.
And line up.
Line up and wait.
Hey, we got an inbound right now, guys.
Yeah. Line up on the right hand side. And just dude, we'll keep right.
You go.
Look at them harpoons fly.
Jeez, I lost him. Fuck. These bastards are hard to see.
To your right.
Who's got harpoons on the ground here?
One.
Raul does.
Okay, Rally, you want to go directly for them?
Well, I've got steer points set for mine, so they'll come in from left and right.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at mine right now, I've got 4 in the air
I
right
can't
now.
see it with the fucking fog and the shit and there's.
Here, I'm following Viking up, so watch out.
I'll have to turn around and come
Now
back
it's 9. It's your 9 o'clock.
See him now.
So, do I have
Impossible
the
to see
Vegans?
in that direction.
The Vegans
About to take
and the
it off.
18s?
Yeah, all these things are doing are locking onto sunk ships already.
Shagan, I had to go back to my jet.
That's alright. No worries.
So, is there any particular order these aircraft are departing in, or just marshal them out, whatever?
ED wins the day.
Oh, yeah, I'm just
Get
following.
them airborne so they can marshal up and get ready to attack.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Where are you, little fuck? Alright, I have to get
Viking,
can't do it
you're good to go.
Disconnected.
That one's still, it's on fire, but it's still.
Bourbon,
Just go.
line up
Just
with
go.
Viking, and then you're
Okay,
used to clear to take off. Goose, Moose, Apollo Knot, taxi to the active one ready.
Moose is still refueling.
Just rearming and refuel.
So I managed to get everything apart from the throttle working in my Harrier. Any reason why it's not responding to the?
Oh, that literally is shacked, Shagan.
Right.
Parking brake.
Yeah, your parking
No.
brake. See,
Still failing.
it's like actually behind the throttle. So if you see the little silver disc just ever so slightly above that, you'll see it like let you click something. It's just a parking brake lever, or you can just bind it as a control.
There, he disappeared again. Fuck.
To control, and I've turned the parking brake off. It's just my
11
throttle
o'clock again.
physically won't move in the.
Make sure it's bound.
Kill
Exit commands. Bourbon Viking clear to take
Slapping
off.
some motherfuckers,
Runway
that's what you
01.
need to do.
You
Wait,
killed
shit.
it, buddy.
Fuck, Mike.
Oh.
Oh, it's all good. I'm settling in behind.
Okay, copy. Apollo Knot, taxi onto the runway, take left side, and depart with Mike Man. Over.
Roger.
Something's wrong with my F-18. It's pulling nose hard.
Weapons loader, do you want to link up with the 2 18s that have just departed?
Yeah, link me up with the strike, please.
Okay, I'll get units. Weapons loader, fly. Fucking not ATC.
I didn't hit
Flight
it.
064 for 28 miles for link up. Dorito, you good to go?
Ready to take off?
I'm
Yeah,
doing a low level
Dorito, text the runway, just take off straight out.
I'm right up.
Kinky loader, what's my bearing? I'm doing a low level approach. I'm set up for low level.
Okay, do you just want to go straight to it?
Yeah, but I want to do it with the combined strike package.
Right, okay. Bake. You're. Yeah, right, Bake. If you turn to 310,
Yes.
24 miles, smash if you continue in your heading of 324, and weapons loader if you head 027.
Crusher 027.
Speedboats just popped up.
Bake. For strike, turn 295.
Copy. It's trying to gain altitude.
Mission Command at GCI, advise air-to-air assets that they can start peeling guys off
Yeah.
to do ground as required. Meaning they can help with defending the fleet. We lost east, so we may need more assistance there.
I've got to head back. I'm freaking on fumes.
Right, so if they're strike capable or air-to-ground capable, have them retask for anti-ship operations.
Need an A-10 over there.
Who's taxiing to take off?
Smash, if you can, reduce your speed so the other strike aircraft can link up.
Just FYI, I'm about to start eating Sams. I'm at high altitude and I've got the Peter the Great targeted. I am
Be advised, I'm
40
pressing
seconds
target.
from drop.
I'm
Alright,
33
copy
miles out. Am I good to press or not?
that. Yeah, you're more or less with them. Apollo not.
I'm about to get shot at, so everybody.
Head 339, smash. Keep your current heading. Just try and reduce your speed a bit. Bake is just flown off. Barlock, if you've munitions, try and get the speed up a bit and go 316.
Okay, now it's locking us up again. I don't know how close we're going to be able to get. It must be rearmed.
Dude's taxi will take off Kasab 01.
Smash, be advised, you're out in front of the main
Harpoons haven't
force, so
aligned
you
yet.
may want to make a turn
So I'm
back.
trying to gain altitude.
Smash, you copy?
Smash is getting shot at.
Yeah, Smash, turn back and regroup with main force.
They must have been reloading missiles.
19, low fuel.
How far out are you, Shagan? I'm on the runway.
About 4 miles. Coming in from the east.
Land right.
Havoc airborne.
To the cap and the strike package, I'm going to be, this is Salty Buckets, I'm going to be doing gun runs on the armed speedboats since the cap currently really is not needed.
Hey, Salty, you're cleared hot for that, and also if you can peel off some guys to support the CSG and their defense against the small boats, that'd be awesome.
Bake's turned on target. Hollow Knot, can you reduce your speed a tiny bit just so Barlock and Weapon can try and close a bit of a gap just to so you can all release at the same time. There's a bunch of GB-38s inbound.
That's it. It's not shooting at me, and I gotta go soon anyway, so I might as well get the weapons off.
Right, okay. Weapon and Barlock, if you can reduce your speed a bit, and then Mikeman can slot in, and all three of you can release.
You might want to keep the speed up for the release.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to get these guys all grouped up, but
oh, for sure.
It should be all right. These are within 10 miles, sort of each other. He's right. Okay. Barlock, also make a little loop. Mike, man, you should. By the time they do a little loop, you should be good.
Oh, motherfucker!
Seen a lot of water splashes.
Alright, weapons and Barlock, when you finish your little loop, just go straight in for target.
Roger that. Pressing on target.
Peter the Great, multiple hits.
Kasab Goose taking runway 01 for departure.
Goose, after departure, fly heading 336. Schengen, fly 237 for 10 miles, then you'll be on runway heading.
Alright, good luck. I see you later.
Sure.
Yeah, Paul.
So, thank you. Litter is on target heading. Pressing in.
300 pounds.
Trying to smash. Slow down a little bit. There's one aircraft critical on fuel inbound to Kasab. If you can maybe just do a circle or two.
Circling now.
Cheers.
If you guys are using the waypoint for your target designation, you should know that it's in the middle of the harbor. It's
Yeah, all those
actually
just with the bullseye.
Yes, correct. Waypoint is not the targets. It's just a general location.
If anyone wants me to read out lat long for any specific target, let me know, and I can do.
That'd be grand, you know, for the guys.
Miss Walleyes away.
I got 2 slams going vertical on the ship.
Nice hit.
Look,
One
I'm
hit
pushing.
to the center.
I'm pulling up.
Nice, we've got a nice clump of ordnance going in.
You know he says that to his wife. I'm pulling out.
Yeah. That's his
Had,
favorite saying.
2 slam ERs hit.
I'm coming around.
Hey, Mad Dogs.
Alright. Peter's down.
Hey, nice one. Good job, guys. Just one more to go.
Second Peter's going.
Yeah, a walleye got it.
You hold standby.
I told you guys the walleye would do it.
Second Peter's critical.
I put Jace House on it.
Looks like another hit here in a second.
Hey, right, it's pretty fucked.
Fuck's not good enough. Needs to get.
I hit it.
I got one more
Check
walleye.
it. The airfield is at your 11 o'clock.
I got
Approximately.
it.
Okay, 5.2 miles.
I'm just gonna in at a vector, just straight in.
Yeah, cover that. Trying to
Tell me I hit
smash.
it with my Jace House. Tell me I hit it.
If you want to go in, if you want to reduce speed and starting a long final, you should be good for when Schengen taxis out.
Alright, I'm at
Down to 1 engine.
Where this Jace House going?
Fucked off.
The walleyes are not going anywhere.
To the moon, Alice!
Stop traffic shaking on finals 1-9.
Literally, we just need 182 onto that Peter, and it's going down.
I am 10 seconds away from drop.
A bunch of Jace House going AWOL, and
Yeah, so one of them hit it. One of my Jace House hit it, and then the rest of them just said, you know what? Screw your coordinates. I'm going to do my own thing.
you forget to change all of them to TOO.
Bake and Mike
I
on.
sat on the ground and I changed everything. I thought I did anyway. Maybe I screwed it up, but man, I had a chance there because I could have sunk that sucker.
Bake and Mike Man, if you two want to enter a circuit for Kasab, and then I'll leave time for the waiting traffic to land and taxi.
My force should be on target.
All right, so I have 3,000 pounds of gas, so I'm going to be limping back towards Kasab. I need a vector, please.
Copy that. What happens to your vector for Kasab is going to be 130 for 24 miles, but it's going to be a couple of minutes before we get you down due to traffic.
Yeah, do that.
Trying to smash your cleared
Oh, that was a
for
Mitsushimi I was
runway
shooting at.
19. Actually, we've got an F5 in the middle of the runway.
And it's dead, but I gotta find the other Peter the Great.
Seems like one Peter the Great is dead, and the second one's crippled.
Badly damaged.
I got the Nutsushimis.
Yeah, smash.
Oh,
Runway clear.
JD got the Nutsushimi.
Runway clear, yeah.
Yeah, runway's clear. Bake, do your circuit, and hopefully, if you extend on the downwind, then you should be good. Mike Man, just sort of lay off the speed and then follow Bake.
Everybody's performed very well. Like, this anti-ship strike was one of the most dangerous missions we've ever done, and we're doing it very well.
Weapons loader, Kinky, descend to about 2,000 feet, then enter circuit in about 10 miles, extend on the downwind. Moose, are you inbound to Kasab?
Affirm.
Okay, couple that. Can I get you to follow weapons loader in a circuit and then just extend on the downwind as well? There's about 6 aircraft inbound. Fuck.
Totally okay. Trying to
downwind.
left, I'll keep right.
We have an A10 over the feet. We have an
Bake, slow your speed a little. Smashes on 4 miles.
Yeah, I'm full flying on speed, so if anybody can get in front of me, they can.
Ah, sweet. Yeah, Mike Man, if you can, slot in there. just take first available taxiway ASAP.
Yeah, I'll run long and take first.
Yeah, Shagan, if
copy
you
that.
want an A10 over the fleet, I can be up there in approximately about 10 mics, maybe 15.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they're gonna do between there. I'm on the deck still, so
I don't know where I'm going to spawn in at, so it may be a minute before I get there, but I'll try. Because you want lasers and support, correct?
no, I want you to go out and kill shit.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Go kill shit.
There's only one reason to have an A10.
Back from down. Smash. Cleared for 1-9. Bake. I'll let you know when to turn in, just given enough time. Moose, enter circuit for Kasab.
Copies.
Loader, this may be an IFE situation based on my fuel state because it's 2.6 right now.
Right. Copy that. BAQ, you're good to turn in for final. Weapons loader, you should be, if you're a critical fuel state, I should be able to get you straight in after BAQ here. And then just have Moose extend.
Base turning base for final.
Yeah, roger that.
Yeah,
I'm setting up for the direct approach at 2000.
Copy that.
Boots, dude. Get me to the carrier, please.
JD, of course, for you is going to be. Do you want to go straight in or just for do a break?
I don't know. Just send me straight to the back.
Okay, take 090 for 16 miles, then you'll be directly behind the carrier, about a mile-ish, so you can do a break and then head around.
Smash went long, runway clear.
Hi, baby.
Altitude.
Grab that smash, taxi up onto that right little bit, and you can just stay there and do what you need to do.
Flying. She went to work.
Weapons loader, are you going to Kasab with the tanker?
I don't have enough gas for anything else.
Okay, you've overflown. You're going to need to head 223 for 9 miles to get onto Vector for runway.
Roger that.
Yeah, 2,000 pounds. Yeah, plans.
Moose, if you're fast on this downwind, you should be able to slot in before weapon loader gets here.
Copy. Kasab traffic goose inbound runway 19er.
Higgins hold.
Viking and Bourbon, after Bake taxis off, take runway for straight out departure.
We still have one more boat to kill, guys. So everybody arm up, anti-ship. We got to kill that last ship and then also kill the escorts. And we also have to deal with those subs. And there might be, I don't know, more speedboats. So stay frosty, guys.
Yeah.
It's not over yet.
Bake if possible, make right at that taxiway coming up. Father Goose, enter the circuit pattern. Moose cleared to, extend a little bit longer and I'll get these Vikings out. Right, Viking Bourbon cleared to line up and take off. Runway 01.
Loader, my fuel state's 2.2. I'm in visual with the airfield.
Yeah.
I'm not an emergency at this time, so...
Copy that. Loader, if you can just reduce your speed and just try and take that out. Moose, if you turn in for runway heading, and then Bourbon and Viking, as soon as you lift off, can you just take 346 to get clear of the approach?
Goose, was that all naval assets attacking our fleets destroyed?
All IRG's attack boats are destroyed. I don't know about that's a sub.
Yeah, I don't know about the subs.
Okay, Bourbon and Viking, just make a slight left turn off the runway heading. Or just get off runway heading there.
Kicking on runway heading, do you want me to orbit?
Yeah. If you can just try and slow down there, there's one Moose is just in front of you. Moose, you're cleared for 19, keep right, and then weapon loader cleared 19, keep left.
A-Farm.
Roger, left.
Father Goose, if you want to take 070, and then I'll get you lined up for straight in.
Right behind you.
Roger.
Check gear, check gear.
Let me know when I'm okay to start launching again.
Check gear, check gear.
Finals. If you wanted to break off, now's the time to tell me.
No, you should be good. Moose is a fair bit ahead of you.
Wheels down.
Yeah, Father Goose, change your heading to 086. It's a bit of a sharp turn. Apologies, but
Roger.
yeah, weapon runway clear for you.
Roger, thank you.
Yeah, me too. My son.
Havoc airborne RAS.
You back in 20.
Hey, Havoc, do you want vectoring to targets?
Yes, please. I'm in a Harrier. Going after the subs if you have them.
The subs, for the subs, go 040, and you're gonna have to talk to some of those guys near the carriers. I can't see them.
Thank you, Mike
Roger,
Man. Permission to launch.
Yeah, Mike Man, clear to go. Just after takeoff, take a slight right-hand course correction to 024 to avoid traffic.
Mike Man 024, Roger.
Stop traffic loader off runway at taxiway Alpha.
Copy.
Kinky, how long till Smash can follow Mike Man?
Smash, if you're good to go, you can take off now and take the same 024 after departure.
Mike Man clear.
GCI Mission Command, do we need A-10s over the fleet? Yes or no?
Wait one. At the minute, I see no hostile marine vessels, but I don't think I'm able to see submarines. Just keep them ready to go.
What assets do we have available to fight any enemy subs or surface vessels?
There's just really JD who's about to trap the carrier, and then there's a few 14s that are loitering about, but they won't be able to do much. So if you can get that A10 up and around, you could just loiter around the carrier group for some assistance. Father Goose, take heading 185 for runway.
Yeah, Roger.
I need.
Sorry, correction. That is 189.
Roger.
Omega KA50 for the carrier group.
We might need that, but I think we might need something heavier to fight the subs.
Why are y'all just afraid to use bombs?
Just use cage 25 mLs. They'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those are pretty nasty.
Who knows how to get the X off of the MAV in the 18 if I'm using the thermal MAVs?
Have you got cage on cage? Have you uncaged it?
That's a good point. Well, I mean, it's locked onto the target I want, so.
Master arm on. Oh, sensor select.
Make sure the screen's selected.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
I always do that.
ETI, bake ready to take off, Kasab.
Bake,
Still got a
hold
mark over it.
temporarily one inbound aircraft. When he's clear, I'll get you to taxi and take off. Just be a couple minutes.
Bake copies.
Or a minute, max.
Kinky loader, check your DMs.
He's just sliding right in there.
Mavs away. Maverick or Magnum ×4. Rifle ×4. Shit.
3-wire. What the heck?
Right.
That was dope. Ral, your missiles just flew right over a vegan.
Moose, Bake, weapons loader. What's your current status?
I'm looking to rearm, requip. This is loader looking to rearm, requip with A10 to support the fleet, just in case.
Right. Copy that.
Take it loaded to finish off.
Good hits on the Grisha.
Yeah, she's fucking hurting. Trust me. She's got 4 300-pound Mavs to the side.
Okay, Bake and Moose cleared to taxi under the active for departure.
Let the Vigans know negative hits on the feeder.
Take off straight out.
It's like Mike Bank's coming in. I got some
Yeah,
GPUs.
Vikings gotta go. I gotta go too. But yeah, negative hits. I got 2 Mavericks I'm gonna send on there. Just I can finish off that Grisha.
Yeah, there's no air-to-air radar threats at all. Nothing's lighting anything up.
If you look at it, there's also another Grisha up by that Peter the Great if you come in from the east.
Right. So here's the deal. We've got multiple SSKs, which are subs. We have the last remaining Peter the Great is on fumes. It's basically almost dead. And 2 Grishas in that harbor area.
Right.
At Charlie Quebec 99.
Rick, 1 second. Mike Man trying to on a smash. Can you just do a bit of a holding pattern there, and then I can get 2 more F-18s for a combined strike. Apologies, weapon. Continue.
Right. So let's put up another combined strike and go in there and finish this off, right? Because there's 4 subs, 1 Grisha, no, 2 Grishas, 1 mostly dead Peter the Great, and another Grisha out in the water that's almost dead. So coordinate and let's do 1 more push.
Right.
Can you inbound?
Smash, if you take a left turn to about 239 and then just sort of hold over that area, I'll get Bake and Moose inbound and then any other aircraft I can.
Big is armed with slam, so I can do a precision target on any of the things. I don't have to worry about the harpoon going AWOL.
Who was that last call, sorry?
It was Bake.
Okay, copy. Yeah, Bake and Moose, just continue on your thing and link up with Smash, and then try and get your munitions away at the same time. Bourbon, if you still have those 2 Mavericks, try and sort of make your way over to Smash if possible. So that heading will be 226 for Bourbon.
So I can't get them back to Maverick mode after I launch those 15s for some reason.
Right. If that's the case, I'll get a vectoring inbound to shit. If you take heading 173, and I need to go answer the door. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Atlantic sub.
Oh, Peter the Great's got a 31 on it. It's fucked.
Kasab traffic, Goose taking runway 01 for departure with a load of harpoons.
Copy that, Goose. Moose, Bake, and Smash. Do you reckon you could hold if I get Goose to burn over to where you guys are? And then we'll have 4 aircraft going in for a strike.
The Great's down, the Great's down, the Great's down.
Nice.
That's Geronimo for this mission, guys.
Right, I'll get these 4 aircraft vectored in and see what we can get up there.
I'm just gonna respawn because I gotta go.
Right.
But I can
Okay.
do 1
Well,
quick strike.
But I want to kill whatever else we can. This is the last mission of this big campaign, so let's keep fighting. Keep
Good
killing
hit on-
stuff. You can't kill anything more.
Good hit on
Right.
the Grisha in the harbor.
Bake's gonna take out 2 subs, and I got 2 walleyes for the Grishas.
Right, copy that.
One almost dead Grisha. We got another Grisha.
Other
fully
Goose, your mic's open.
We got another Grisha that's medium health, and then lots of subs.
Yeah, right. Smash, Moose, and Bake, you are good to head to the target on 338.
Stop traffic, Roundman inbound 19.
Copy, Ralman. Yeah, you're good to take 19.
Anybody over the fleet? Anybody over the fleet and see any hostiles egressing or ingressing or attacking the fleet?
Negative at this time.
I can make some rounds around the fleet here. Turn on my radar.
I'm like looking at people. I'm like, Smash is launching GBU-38 from like just about feet wet on Keshem. Like, how did he do that? Like, oh, he's like in the stratosphere.
Those subs in that Grish are about to have a bad day.
Yeah, you can do that if you're got pre-plan point.
Smash, if that's
You
you,
can get out right on top of them, though.
Chester, take heading 168 for home plate.
Thank you, Kinky.
No problem. Mike Man, is that you, Winchester?
Sorry, say again, Mike Man?
Is that you, Winchester, at this time?
No, 2 times GBU-38's left. Where do you want them?
Just get them on any target you can really see in that harbor. There's 4 submarines and 2 Grishes. Or 3 Grishes, sorry.
Copy.
A 500-pound JDAM just hit a Grisha and didn't do anything. How is that even possible?
Give it a second. It sometimes doesn't register the damage.
Blew myself up with my walleye.
Nice.
Burping for Kinky.
Go ahead, Bourbon.
Can I take the active at Kasab?
After Ralman taxis off, you should be good.
Okay.
I got
Oh, look at
visual.
this package of
I got
ordnance
visual
coming
of
in.
you.
Good hits on the
Stay where
Grish
you're at.
port.
Yeah, Bourbon, cleared for 01, straight out.
Dang!
The Grish's book.
Oh, those submarines are nearly dead.
Oh
Right,
man!
another load of say 4 aircraft ordnance over there.
That is how we do it, gentlemen. You guys have wrecked that place.
Runway clear.
Barlock, is that you, Winchester, with their ground munition?
Yeah, I'm just loitering over target.
Right, copy.
A10 up there. I'm going to see what I can do with my A10.
You better hurry because there's going to be Mavericks on them last 2 boats.
I can take way, it's not-
Whoops, Barlock.
Mike Man, home plate, take 169 for 44 miles.
Bake spawned on the cat.
Weapons you up.
So what is the current task? Protecting the fleet?
Depends.
Copy, Kinky.
Right. 1 submarine down. That's not very good for the environment. Trying to smash take 183 for 5 miles, runway heading, clear land 19.
Oh, they're trying to smash long final. Okay.
Altitude. Altitude.
Salty is inbound with what do you call these phoenixes as harpoons?
That's you're gonna Mad Dogs Phoenixes?
Hell yeah.
Go for
Don't
it,
know
man.
if it's
That'd
gonna
be
work. I don't think it's gonna work though, but I hope so.
Cool.
See if these work better than the harpoons.
They probably will, sadly.
The thing is, with those phoenixes, they'll probably just punch a hole straight through the ship with the weight of them.
And go on like Mach 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Saab traffic Raman line up departure 01.
Yeah, Rahman. Hold for a second, just smash on the. He's just touched down.
Yep,
I'll let you know. Or depart when he turns off. Over.
So as we finish this one out here, guys, I'd just like to say on behalf of myself, and I'm sure I don't want to speak for him, but Moose and JD, we very appreciate everybody who has participated in this campaign. It has been amazing.
Mike, come on, take 129 for 7 miles, and then I'll get you on 2 runway heading.
Yeah, man, we really appreciate
again, Mike, man.
having a place to go.
Rahman, please take off runway 01.
I mean,
Raman rolling.
I don't know of any other group that could have put together a almost year long, like a 33, 32 week campaign. And make it work.
Thing I appreciated was the Gazelles and the Op 4 had all GR markings on it. I appreciated that. That was good.
Moose, did you do that on purpose?
Goose, are you
was
ready
even
to
better
vector home plate?
The ESF.
Yeah, just doing some cap here.
Goose, take 167 for 30 miles.
Definitely not supposed to be used. But
Roger, 167.
You didn't make them an ESF, did you?
Rahman, take a slight left turn to 340 just to avoid traffic.
I didn't hear your question there, Loader.
Hey farm 340.
Didn't make
Fox 3
the
harpoon.
4 aircraft skinned an ESF skin, did you?
Which one?
Mike, man, turn on to 188 for runway, for landing, sorry.
Oh, someone's on Cat
Cleared
4.
land.
Great.
188.
Never mind.
Someone was on Cat 4. Great. Not a place to go. You should stay on 1 and 2. Because people land and don't know you're there.
Kinky
What do you
Barlock.
want?
Splash.
What was the call for Kinky?
Barlock, I'm clearing tar cap. I'll be in route to
by the time I saw you, it was way too
Copy that.
Yeah, you, JD?
Yeah, I landed
You're
on
bearing to Saab, take 158.
Yeah, when I
47
spawned in,
miles.
I was like, hey,
Oh, you
spawn
spawned in
George
already,
Washington
Cat?
Alps.
Actually managed to hit it with a Phoenix.
You did?
Yeah, I hit it.
Yes.
Splash 1 Moth.
Yeah, Bourbon. Oh, never mind. I was about to say they've like totally pissed off, but it's fine. Yeah, no, you've just hit a container ship
The
instead of
RP-15
submarine.
went like right, then left, then right again.
Yeah, there's a lot of civilian traffic in there.
Oh man.
Yeah, Miss Salty. That's $500,000 into the sea.
No, that's more than that. It's like $1 million.
Yeah, calculating for inflation.
And also the storage cost, maintenance costs.
Paying the ground crew to lift like a 90-kilogram missile onto the plane, and
Yeah, and then the coolant system in the jet, the launcher rails that hold it.
fuck's sake, Salty. Court martial.
All right, guys. It's been fun. I'm going to take off.
Have a good one.
Appreciate it,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Take care.
You know, if those maintainers were a little more efficient, it wouldn't cost them.
Robot man.
Oh, another hit.
Is that a joke on maintainers?
Sorry, what?
Somebody ragging on maintainers.
We like
We do have
enable-
feelings. We are real people.
No, you're
contrary-
not. Don't lie.
Maintainers are enablers.
Barlock was a maintainer.
It was a long, long time ago.
I was a maintainer. I maintained a lot of shit. Trust me.
Wow, nice shot with the sparrow, man. Oh,
Hey man, it's not hard. It's hard not aiming with a reticle.
you guys see that?
What happened?
He's gonna
He
sink
made
a
it
sub
look
with
like the
air-to-air
sparrow
missiles.
was made to go down and shoot a ship because he did it pretty good.
Ship will never fly again.
Miss.
Ooh, way high. Okay.
What's the fleet shoot at?
They're finally
still
getting
pretty
into the
cool.
battle.
Yeah, it'll take me a while to get there, like 14 minutes because I'm in an A10 now.
Where are these harpoons going?
I don't know what's actually shooting them. I don't see them on the map.
Wherever they're going, they're going to get there faster than me.
Oh, the Aegis are finally firing.
These spots in the water.
So all things said and done, at the conclusion of this campaign, which this mission really was basically just kind of like the cherry on top. But like,
Felgers,
what?
163 and then run ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. What did you guys think about like how it was executed, how it was run, how it was scripted, how Moose built things, how I planned things, how everybody interacted? How did you guys think?
My problem was those rosters. They were ugly. There's not enough Irish flags and Union Jacks and AK-47s on them. Just was not good enough for weapons.
Okay,
I did
noted.
rectify the problem a few times, but
Yes, noted.
Right,
But
man, rifle times two.
any other issues?
No, I just think they're it's overall it went pretty well. I just think it needs to be simple, more simplified, and we need a dedicated video guy who can do videos for it every week.
I could do
Right.
that.
Because like if we had like so in this mission, for instance, we had a guy who just sat there and recorded stuff. Man, the visuals of this, me and Smash, we were flying along at low altitude over the water, going into terrain masking mode in our F-18s, and then popping up and shooting missiles. That would have been a great visual. And we've
Correct.
created
Albatross down.
we've created a lot of good visuals in this campaign that probably were never
Didn't get it. They just didn't get. Yeah, they were captured, but they weren't put into the video.
Well, if you want, in the next sort of missions or whatever, I can always try and make some shit because I've been trying to refine my whole videography stuff. So
I'm working on it as well.
Kasab initial.
Right, we need people to do that because, like, if you guys remember way back to the mission of the F-14s, who it was Raul and Moose, and they dropped the towels, and then they spiraled down to low altitude and streaked in on the deck to carpet bomb a parking area on an airbase. That was put there to be visually good. Some of the things I do that I put in the missions aren't there for practicality. They're there to be fun and look fun and be fun to do. For instance, like the helicopters attacking the SA-3 sites. Yeah, I could have easily killed those with F-18s and harms, but I wanted other people to have fun too and challenges, but also something visually good. So, like JD said, if we had a cameraman, man.
And the other
But
thing
I
is, when
also
we plan these
I also
missions,
think
we
this
don't
is
want to
why we
plan
need to
them
get
out.
the
We want to put a bunch of aircraft in and let those aircraft do their thing, because if you script it too much, then you're sticking people into one type of aircraft. Like this mission, if you didn't have an F-18, you were in trouble, because I don't even think the Vigans could get their missiles in.
No, they did. They sunk Grecia's.
We did, but the problem was the harbor berm was a problem. So we got the ones that were on the outside, but then we struggled at everything after that.
A valuable part of the attack plan. Like this attack plan encompassed almost all of our strike aircraft. I had a role for Vigans, Hornets, Tomcats, fighters.
Yeah, but you
anything.
understand where I'm coming from. That they don't need to be so scripted down to the aircraft.
No. You're right. You don't want to scope focus it so much that it's like, if you don't fly this airplane, you're not flying in this mission. You don't want to go to that point.
I'm pretty sure those last two Mavs just killed all the rest of the subs up there.
Yep. Yeah, they're all dead.
Whole harbor's gone.
Fucking
Right,
raw
Barlock,
man in his Mavericks, I
fly-
swear to God. He's deadly with these.
Kasab initial.
Barlock, fly 185 for the runway clear to land. 19.
I managed to kill 1 kilo with 14. Very happy.
So yes, everybody.
All right, guys.
The war is over.
Sweet.
We won. Where's our
Everyone
parade?
showing up and helping us all with this.
I think I need a medal.
Oh, we got a medal.
We all need medals. We all get a campaign ribbon. I think
That should actually be a thing.
Yeah, make
Everybody
it a
should
roll.
have-
Make it a roll.
Make it a roll, so all the people that are in this voice channel now get the ribbon or whatever.
Anybody who participated in this campaign, we'll make a campaign ribbon, and we'll see if Special K can make it a thing that goes up with our names.
Raw
That would
man
be
does
awesome.
not approve of participation badges, awards.
Who doesn't?
It's not a thing that he approves of. No. You either win or you're dead. It doesn't matter.
Well, we won.
You're either the winner.
Recall it. Not gonna lie,
Take home
I
the
actually had so
trophy
much fun
or
doing the
go
whole
home.
ATC shit, even though I was fucking shit at it. It was actually kind of funny.
No, it's a good job. It's a fun and challenging thing to do sometimes. I mean, this wasn't even that hard.
Yeah.
I've done some GCI stuff that's been a lot harder.
Hard to emulate Kojak, but Kinky.
Yeah, I was about to say Kojak.
Congratulations on whoever fired those the AGM 154Cs. They're now somewhere over Iran, doing about 100 knots.
Yeah, those. I was looking at that. I'm like, how did they get there?
It's been a pleasure, guys. I got to run. Thanks for the mission.
All right, take care.
Yeah, those JSALs are like, they're going for the record.
We have to do we're gonna have to do a survey, see how many people have Syria, and then we'll do a series of just stupid fun missions for a couple of weeks, and then we'll get into the
Right. So
get
to
into
that
the
effect,
next
JD, Kinky and a lot of other guys are working on small little one-off things.
Yeah,
to
I
practice
have
their
made. I just need to finish off the triggers for the helicopter stuff, but I've made like a prequel, an LDAF or evacuation thing,
Right,
that could be done sometime.
He made like what would be the prequel to this campaign. It's a one mission deal where it's a single mission that kind of encompasses what happened before we started this campaign. And I know there are other people working on little one-off missions that we can run. So we can run all these kind of like super fun one-off deals that aren't part of a campaign. I figure we do 4 or 5 weeks of that before we get into our next big deal. And yes, you're right. We should do a survey to find out who has what and how many people we can expect to participate in a bigger mission.
Well, even what I was thinking with, do you know that I said to you, or was talking to you, Weapons Loader, like, it's not even like a big campaign, like maybe a 4 or 5 week max little Syria thing, you know? Whole Lebanon shit.
You can even do mini campaigns, but we don't want to just get too far off the rotation. So 3-4 weeks, maybe more like 2 or 3. But the point is that we're not going into the next big Persian Gulf thing right away. Am I the only one who thinks that way, or is that the correct thinking?
Yeah, I kind of want to break different maps.
To be fair, I honestly think that like the campaigns are great, but what we need is one night a week where there's something just completely like a 10-minute brief and away you go. Single
Well,
objective.
we're trying to engineer Wednesday into that.
And I'll be doing Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
and the one thing I would say about that is have the only stipulation for that be it can't be the same map that we're running. Oop.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm something else, but it can't be the map that we're running the campaign on. Just give somebody a fresh break.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I just wanted to take a second to thank, all you JD, Loader, Moose for making the missions, also Kay and
Oh yeah.
and guys like that. At the beginning of this campaign, I could barely fly the 18. I could barely land. I couldn't take off from a carrier. I had no idea what AG was. And we just completed a mission where I put like 8 bombs on target. I don't suck as bad as I used to, and I just appreciate feeling more confident in it. And it's been this group, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, we here at JDS like to, push, education through trial.
And ridicule.
Absolutely ridicule. Lots of
Mainly
it.
ridicule.
My favorite line from Moose is, I was like, dude, I don't have an FD. I can't take off from a carrier. He goes, oh, just take off on the Stennis. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Remember when I used to be bitching and complaining about how no FC3 aircraft were in this?
Yep.
Yeah, now you're like the F4.
Yeah. Those were good times.
Yeah.
No, I think that
my
was
reaction.
that was one of the things about this campaign is it growed us so much.
Thing is, I was barely
Anybody-
here for most of it.
Anybody in the stack for the what is that?
Salty
The
is-
fucking
he's on,
Washington?
he's on.
Yeah, I'm in the stack right now.
All right.
I'm actually
Also
on
2 carriers
final.
though. He's on the inside carrier.
Hey JD, did you guys, or did you try out the refueler mission at all?
I have not. I haven't touched it.
Okay. That might be. A
I'm
good
working
one for-
on
that's just,
giving you the tools. We're gonna have to get together in the next week or so to give you a persistent canvas to work with, so that you can build whatever mission you want, but have persistent CTLD, AWACS, ships, all that stuff already there, so that you can put anything wherever you want, and then whatever we kill in the mission for the next campaign will just be there still, so you don't have to keep track of anything at all. It'll all be done just like our campaigns, or just like our missions are that run on the servers all the time.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Complete
hey Loader,
persistence.
did you prepare that sheet for tomorrow maybe?
Oh, so the AR.
The one where you were forecasting missions.
Okay, so yes, I will prepare something that will allow people to document their proposed and or possible mission objectives and things they want to do. Also, I think tomorrow the after action report won't be scope focused on the mission. I'm going to create something a little different that will basically read as a campaign synopsis and campaign after action. So it'll be a little different than what we're used to. But
George Washington ramming in the break.
Don't fuck this up. You're going to be the last thing on the video. So.
Wait, is anyone watching that? Okay, never mind. I actually don't want to know.
So, going forward with what we're doing, and especially if we're, for our recording audience, we're going to do this, but we're going to do this again at a higher level. We're going to build on it so that not only can the people who are just coming into DCS can play with us, but we can also make it so that the people who have been here for 10 years can find fun and satisfaction. We have a lot of guys with a lot of skill level, and we're going to continue to push that into these missions. So there may be missions that seem fairly simple, but then will also be missions that feel very complex and difficult. And rest assured, I think what we're going to come up with in the Syria campaign is going to be awesome. If, obviously, we have enough people who who have Syria to do that. If not, we'll have to come up with something else.
No caucuses, please.
Puppet show.
Sagan will buy the map.
We'll talk about it tomorrow in the
Yeah, Reagan the millionaire will buy us all the Syria map.
George Washington route turning on final.
At a 60% monthly APR.
Oh, he's gonna loan you the map. Okay.
Like a true
68%.
I hope, and I already did one class on the mission briefing stuff. I hope that one day Moose has the ability to brief people or train people on how to do what he does, so that him and I can take a step back every once in a while and not be the sole points of contact for all these mission products, from the mission itself to the briefings and the products and everything.
It does seem to me, and we can talk about this tomorrow a little bit, but I need to get a training class together for airfields and shit.
Yes.
And SRS.
And
Well,
SRS.
Well, Megan, you really should speak with Kojak, because that is
Kojak is out for 3 or 4 weeks, mate. He's not going to be doing shit.
No, he just got back from overseas, so in the next couple of weeks he'll be back, and he has a training program that will work for that.
So do I.
Well, either way, I mean, just talk.
Yeah.
I'm just talk with
coordinate with him, so we
right. You're on the same page.
It's all in there though. It's the same thing he and I were talking about. It's all in there. Yeah, it's all in there already.
Right. And you're right. We do need that kind of coordination. And that's part of what we're doing here. I mean, I from this mission, this campaign, I've learned a lot. I mean, who else has learned things? Somebody say what the biggest thing they learned from this whole ordeal?
How not to shoot blue on blue.
Yeah.
How to be a cap leader. That was a big one.
No idea how to use the comms. I had no idea how to do air to ground. And I got all of that within the last 6 months. Don't kill those guys, Raul.
I was about to say, that's really low. I was about to say power, and then I didn't want him to crash into the boat.
Raul, full success.
Right there.
One more.
Right there is the perfect example of what these campaigns can do, because it allowed people to take their game to the next level, and I really think that's awesome. And we all really need to thank JD for making all of this possible.
Yeah, you guys made it all possible. I just got a box over here that runs everybody.
Well,
but it was
thing
fun.
is, I don't have one of those.
JD by participating in his Patreon account.
You guys are more than generous. More than generous. We have a great group of people.
Can barely hear you, JD.
Yeah, he's weak all day.
It's because I have this headphone mic on instead of my other mic today.
I thought it was just me.
I didn't even recognize your voice there for a second.
All right, that's going to do it for the recording. And I appreciate everybody taking part in this and showing up every week and listening to all my shit and taking all my crap.
But your shit don't stink.
Does this mean we get a raise?
Yes, everybody gets double their salary for the next year.
Yes. Woo! Times 0.
Damn it.
Shh. Don't tell anybody. I want everybody to think that they're,
Riot.
something coming.
I appreciate everybody showing up early for the briefs when we started pushing up the brief time and participating in all of that and putting up with all my pings and stuff like that. I really thank everybody for being a